I have to go around 10 because I got to go walk the dog.
Okay, not a problem.
I'm kind of busy watching basketball too, Jeff. So
yeah, I'm sure it'll affect your score.
I'm gonna jinx the team. That's the only thing that happens.
Is Kentucky beating Vandy tonight? What do you guys think?
I hope so. Well, I'm kind of torn because I think Kentucky's already in. So if Vandy wins, it could put Vandy in, and we could get one more team maybe. But plus, I like Stackhouse, their coach. I do like Stackhouse, but I think Kentucky wins.
Yeah, I probably got to give it to the Cats tonight. They beat us last time, but I think we'll get them tonight.
The problem with Kansas or with Kentucky, though, is here lately you guys don't do worth the damn until it becomes important time.
Man, we've been like that since we've had Calipari.
You guys all start out slow, and then next thing you know, you can't be beat the last month and a half of the season.
Yeah, lose 5 games right to the first month, and then we still end up hanging banners every fall.
Yeah,
it's weird, man.
It's crazy how you guys do it. All right, everybody, welcome to another Tie Guy Trivia. We're going to start out tonight with Ben from Ben Exploring with Ben and Sam. We have Hillbilly Skeptic. We also have Tony Altmore, USC fan. How you guys doing tonight?
Go Big Blue, doing great.
Oregon's beating UCLA right now, so I'm happy.
Oh, there you go. Is it second half yet, or are they still?
No, it's still early in the first, and just up by 2, but that's pretty good. I'll take it.
Hey, being up by 2 is better than being down by 2, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I like this time of year, but it also sucks because it seems like all the good games are all on at the same time.
Definitely, man. Especially, it's conference tournament. It's like you want to watch every game. That's that time of the year you want to watch them all.
I was just happy Alabama blew out Mississippi State today. That was a pretty non-exciting game.
Rammer, jammer, yellow hammer.
Yep. All right, let's play a little trivia. Ben, you're up first.
Do we have to?
Are we ready to show us a 6 out of 6?
No, that's not happening. This. What's our kind of cards? Is it the same things?
Yep, it's the same things. You got Genesis 1 through 5, and then you got America.
God, I hate my life. Just pick one.
All right, we'll pick this one right here. This one looks like a good card for you. All right, this is Genesis 4, so this was made in 97.
All right.
Very first question. What South American country boasts the world's highest golf course and ski run?
Highest golf course and ski run. Didn't I just have this an answer to this last night? Not for the same question, but the same country.
Hey, Sorgi, nice to see you. Congratulations on Marquette's win over UConn.
I'm blanking on a country for some reason because I was going to be like, Chile, but that's not correct. It's north of that. It's north of that. What was it?
It was not Chile. Which one is it?
So I'm like, it's north of that. God damn it. Why am I having such a blank?
Well, see, those saying north of Chile, that really ain't fair because they're kind of almost all north of Chile. Oh, number 10 Penn State upset number 2 Northwestern today. And Ohio State upset number 4 Michigan State. Man.
I'm really not sure. I mean, there's only so many South American countries, obviously, but I'm not really sure. For some reason, my mind is just blanking when I'm going to my mental map of South America. It's not going to be Brazil or Argentina, so I don't want to worry about that. But is it Peru?
It was not Peru.
Okay, yeah. Moving on. Let's go. Hillbilly, tell us what it is.
Hillbilly, you know what it is?
Oh shoot.
What South American country boasts the world's highest golf course and ski run?
Should be pretty easy, but yeah, I'm fucking spacing.
Tony might know. He's good with geography.
Yeah, you probably.
It's probably Chile or Ecuador. I'm not sure.
Nope, it's neither one of them.
It's neither one of them. Is it Bolivia?
It's Bolivia.
Oh, god damn it!
Yep, it is Bolivia.
I was trying to think like where would be high enough for the golf course, but
Right.
Yeah, I was like, son of a bitch.
All right, Ben, here's your arts and entertainment. What sequel to a sci-fi primetime dud became the highest rated syndicated TV show?
Ooh, to a sci-fi dud.
That it shouldn't have been a dud. I mean, I didn't think it was a dud. It should
Yeah.
just be answered. What sequel to a sci-fi primetime became the highest rated syndicate TV show?
Ooh.
Because I think everybody's watched one of the originals and pretty much liked them.
And this is 97 and before, so yeah, I'm sure I've seen probably multiples of this.
The funny thing is, I've watched the dud, but I never watched this one. I've never seen 1 minute of this show. And it's popular. Everybody's seen it, I'm sure, but I never watched 1 minute of it.
I have this damn show in mind, and I'm trying to think of the title, and
Well, if you're trying to think of the title, you got the wrong show, because this one will just come right to you.
Jeff, you calm down over there, Jeff. You calm your ass down over there. You have the answer card in front of you, so you calm your ass down. The
Hey, I'm a genius with the answer card. I'm telling you.
well, no, that's definitely not. I mean, that one definitely not dead, so it's not that show. Yeah, I'm gonna hate myself too. It's gonna as soon as someone says it, I'm gonna be like, shit.
Oh yeah, you're gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna be shit. I'm gonna hate myself.
Because think of the most famous sci-fi show.
Well, one of the well, there's a lot, but like one would be like say. There's so many of them. There's not just one. There's a lot.
No, there's one. Trust me, there's one.
There's Stargate SG-1. There's Twilight Zone. There's fucking Twilight Zone might not even be considered sci-fi, even, but you know,
Yeah, you're
X-Files. There's so many of them.
go bigger.
Bigger than the X-Files.
Yeah.
Then I probably didn't. It was too popular for me to watch. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna hate myself too.
Hillbilly, Tony, do you know what sequel to a sci-fi primetime dud became the highest rated syndicate show? So this is something that has another show after it.
I do not.
Star Trek Next Generation.
Star Trek Next Generation is the answer.
Yeah, I never watched Star Trek. Really.
Yeah,
My
well,
my grandpa did, and I was always like, yeah, no.
I watched Star Trek. I never watched Next Gen. I'll be honest with you. I never watched the Next Gen, but everybody knows Star Trek. I mean, that thing, it's hard to get bigger than that to me.
That is true. That's why when you started with a dud, I was like, well, it can't be anything like that massive.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The dud throws it off because how you call Star Trek a dud? Now, I know it only lasted, 3 seasons, and it wasn't that big at the time. But it's got such a cult following afterwards that, I mean, it's kind of like the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It wasn't, I mean, it was good when it first came out, but it got such a cult following later on that it just was huge.
Well, I don't feel so bad. All of us are basically over too right now.
All right, here's your history question. Who was the first African-American chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff?
What is his name?
Come on, Army guy. You know this one.
I know. I can fucking picture him too, I think. I'm like, oh shit, what is his name? You think I just sit around and think of the chain of command these days?
You ought to.
No, this is not what I do anymore. I retired from that shit.
I mean, he's not been in the chain of command for a little while, though.
But think about this. If Ben would get off his lazy ass and lose 30 pounds, he could be back in the Air Force.
Go fuck yourself.
Hey, look at the bright side, Ben. I got a lot more than 30 pounds to lose before I
Right.
can.
Don't worry. That was still one of the funniest calls I've ever had. Like, hey, call us back if you lose 30 pounds. I'm like, wow, you just call me fat? That was fucking funny from the Air Force. That was fucking hysterical. That would be God damn it. What? Why can't I think of? Why can't I not think of his fucking his last name? I'm like,
If I give you his initials, will it help you?
it's probably cheating though. Give it to me.
CP. CP is his initials.
Oh, that didn't really help me because I was already thinking P, and I still can't come up with his fucking name. His last name. I'm like, it's killing me because I can picture him, and I'm like, why?
It's Colin Powell, damn it.
I'm
Damn it!
telling
Yeah, thank you. Powell, motherfucker. I was like,
Jeez.
I was like Peyton. I was like, no, that's
Colin
definitely not
flippin'
Tucker. I'm like,
Powell.
good lord.
And you know what's the most embarrassing, Hillbilly? Was he was probably the Joint Chiefs of Staff while Ben was serving.
He might have been in the first couple of years. Yeah, he might have been the first.
Well, he
years,
wasn't he? Was he a Joint Chiefs during the first Gulf War? He was like Secretary.
Yeah,
of
then
State.
he was Secretary of State for the
Yeah,
second.
then he went to Secretary of State for the second.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe
He was still around. He was still around. That's why I had P in my head for the last name, but I was like, oh my god, I just couldn't think of the fucking name.
All right, here we go. Here's science and nature. What will a musician likely be blessed with if the planum temporal on the left side of his brain is enlarged?
The fuck?
I don't know, but I'm finding out that if I hit somebody really hard enough on the left side, they might actually get this. What will a musician likely be blessed with if the planum temporal on the left side of his brain is enlarged?
Ooh, look at the size of his planum motoral.
Yeah, I'm telling you, just kind of rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Huh? It just got some nice little ring to it.
I could think of some very wrong things to say, but that might be stricken from YouTube.
Well,
Left
what
side of
would
brain,
a
so it's probably going to be like a right-handed thing because it's the left side cross vision, maybe.
No, it's not nothing to do with handed.
Nothing to do with the left. Okay.
No, what would a musician, what would a singer really care about? I mean, musicians, it's important too, but a singer really would like this for his voice.
Well, to hear, so you can do tones. My God, what the fuck kind of? I don't like this card. I do not like.
Got
How we
one
doing, Joey?
Good.
Ask Joey this question. Let's see if Joey knows.
Joey would already have the answer if I asked Joey this
I
question.
doubt it. Let's try it. Joey,
All
you
right.
can get the points.
Joey, what will a musician likely be blessed with if the planum temporal on the left side of his brain is enlarged?
That would be using both sides of their brain.
Joey, we can see you Googling in your glasses.
How can you see me Google?
It's reflecting.
You Google shit.
First of all, the one reason I really know Joey don't use Google, with his internet, it would take 15 minutes to spit out the answer.
Yeah.
True.
No, I know that's using both sides of your brain. So what would a musician they use both sides of his brain? So one side would be able to control, he'd be able to control his voice better. The other side, he would be able to write better. So I guess he would be, I don't know. I guess I'm understanding the question.
The only thing I can think of would be a memory, just for lyrics.
All right. Does anybody else have a guess?
just vocal cords or something. That's all I ask.
It would give him perfect pitch.
No, I said tone. God damn it! I did say tone.
All right, Ben.
I don't know
let's
how using both sides of your brain would do that.
Here's your sports and leisure. How many seasons saw Hank Aaron blast 50 or more home runs?
Oh. 50 or more home runs. Okay. God. Baseball, as you know, is my least known sport. I'm gonna guess it's Hank Aaron, so I'm gonna guess probably like fucking 12, 13.
Nope. Does anybody know?
10.
Nope.
But I'm thinking it's 2. I think he did it in the 50s and he did it again. I think it's 2.
Hank Aaron led the league for all-time home runs until Barry Bonds. And Hank Aaron never had one season where he hit over 50 home runs.
Holy moly.
Damn.
I,
That's surprising as hell, actually.
Yeah. The home run leader all times for years never hit over 50 in a year.
Yeah, that's
So-
actually really surprising.
I tell you, man, I remember when old Slam and Sammy Sosa and Mark McGuire was going back and forth there.
Oh yeah, that was really good to see.
the early days of steroids and
Oh yeah. The Smash Brothers and
Roid
Sosa,
Rage.
Yeah.
Jose Canseco was tearing it up back then.
So I went 0 for 6.
Oh no, you got one more.
God damn it. All right, what is it?
You're gonna love this one.
Oh, fuck off.
Whose Oscar-winning performance had him wear a mask like the one introduced by goalie Jacques Plante in 1959? It's not a hard question if you think about it. Whose Oscar-winning performance had him wearing a mask like the one introduced by goalie Jacques Plante in 1959?
Yeah. I have an idea of the whole role and everything like that, but what the guy's fucking name is, that's a whole different thing.
What role do you think it was?
I'm assuming it was something of 1959. I'm going to assume it was something of
No, the goalie was from 1959.
No. I know that. I got that. I got the question, the whole thing. I'm going to guess it was like Phantom of the Opera.
Nope.
Well, it won The Mask. Won Jim Carrey, so I don't know with that. What other mask?
I was thinking more like Jason.
No, it was
Well, I know it. I wouldn't know that
Motion in the basket.
Hello, Clarice.
Oh, okay.
I ate his liver with
Oh.
fava beans.
Well, yeah. Okay. The fucking Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins. There you go.
Yeah, it took me a second. I was like, oh yeah. Fucking goddamn it, what's his name?
You remember when they wheeled him out and he had that?
One of the best movies, though. One of the best movies, that's for sure.
Buffalo Bill. That was a good one.
Oh yeah. All right, you got 1 out of 6.
Yeah. Well, we all missed Bolivia at least.
My ass.
Oh, fucking UCLA
Oh,
dump.
nice.
Wait on.
Joey's got his hand back.
I got that on now.
All right, Tony. He's muted.
I'm sorry. I'll try the American one.
All right, here we go with All American.
Perfect timing, because then Mr. Dog wants to go out.
All right. Who did Tip O'Neill call probably the least knowledgeable of any president I've ever met on any subject?
Probably Reagan.
That would have been Ronald Reagan. Those two did not get along.
You know, Tip O'Neill, his aunt was one of my school teachers in junior high.
That's awesome.
And he was speaker of the House. He was telling me about him all the time. You know, we became good friends and things. But yeah, you know, that was pretty neat that his aunt was my teacher.
That's awesome.
A lot of people don't know this about Tip O'Neill, but when they would go in and do votes in that, if he knew he couldn't win outright, he would just touch his nose like this, and all the Democrats knew to vote his way, and they would not vote against him. He would let people vote how they were, but if he wasn't going to get his way and he knew he needed the votes, he would just kind of scratch his nose like this, and all the Democrats knew, you better vote with O'Neill or you might not be around again.
That's awesome.
All right, here's an entertainment question. What was the middle name of Dobie Gillis's friend, Maynard G. Krebs?
I have no idea who that is.
You ever watched The Many Loves of Dobie Gillis? Or
No.
oh, okay, you wasn't a TV land then, kid. Watched this in the 80s. Maynard G. Believe it or not, Maynard G. Krebs, since you don't know who he was, that was actually Gilligan. Before he played Gilligan, he was in Dobie
Bob
Gillis.
Denver?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Now, Joey or Hillbilly, do you know what the G in Maynard G. Krebs stood for?
Why the fuck would you exclude me from that question?
Because I don't think you know who Dobie Gillis even was.
Well, that's still rude as hell.
Okay, so who was Dobie Gillis?
I don't know. Gordon, George, Guadalupe. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm going to say it's just a G. You didn't have to.
It's kind of a trick question. The G was actually silent. His middle name was Walter, but they spelled it with the G first. Maynard G. Krebs was Walter, but the G was silent.
That's some trick question shit right there. That's absolute trick question.
Humor.
Yeah, that sounds like something I would make up on Jeopardy night for you guys.
Yeah.
So you're saying if we would have Googled it, we would have said Jawalter?
Yeah, you would have said Jawalter as you Googled it. It would have been wrong.
Jawalter. It's a Croatian name.
It's a Crow. All right. Here's your history question, Tony. What model Ford made up 68% of the world's autos by 1927?
The Model T.
The Model T is correct. All right. Here's your place. Which state was first to ratify the Constitution on December 9th, 1787?
That would be Delaware.
That would be Delaware. Okay, here's your sports and leisure.
Uh-oh.
What was the name of the Miami Dolphins defense the year they went 17-0?
The Fresh Fish? I have no idea.
No, it's kind of a trick question too. Joey or Hillbilly, Ben, do you guys know?
The no-name defense.
Yeah, it was the no-name defense.
Oh, okay.
They called them the no-name defense because the receivers, wasn't that the year they were the Killer Bees when they had all the receivers' last name began with a B?
That's funny.
I don't remember that, but I do know that I think it was Tom Landry that called them the no-name defense that started that.
I could see that.
All right, here's your wild card.
Uh-oh.
What were the most often stolen items from the set of Johnny Carson's Tonight Show?
Mugs?
No, but that would have been a good one. Mugs would have been what I would have took. Hell, I'd have wanted a mug if I was on the show.
They probably give you the mug, so that's probably not a thing. What was it?
Believe it or not, it was pencils.
Oh, that is funny.
They stole pencils. All right, Tony, you got 3 out of 6. That's pretty good. You're American.
I'll take it. All right, guys, I got to go walk the dog.
Hey, man, you have a great night. If you're,
All right,
if you're bored later, we'll be on.
All right.
All right, bye. All right, Hillbilly, which one of these categories would you like?
You know, I'm feeling lucky, man. Let's go Genesis 2.
Genesis 2. All right, here we go.
I'm lucky to go there.
The good news is the first one is a 1 out of 3. Geography. Which extends farthest north? New Hampshire, New England, or Vermont? No, wait. New Hampshire, New York, or Vermont? I think I said New England. I meant...
You did say New England.
Yeah.
Like, wait, that doesn't even make any sense.
No, I thought I did. I'm like, wait a minute, where the hell did I get New England? It's New York.
Damn, man, that's a. You know, I don't.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't. You know, keep up with that geography very much. You know, now that I think about it.
Can you name the three one more time?
New Hampshire,
New Hampshire, Vermont, and New
New
York.
York, and Vermont.
Yeah, I think I know, but
I can't believe Hillbilly don't know his Yankee state.
it's kind of. I think it's kind of correct.
Yeah,
Hillbilly.
Right. Yeah, let's go. Let's go New York, man.
All right, Ben, you're going to have a 1 in 2 chance. Do you think it's New Hampshire or Vermont? It was not New York.
Well, I'm glad Hillbilly took that because actually I was going to guess because I was like, this is going to be a trick. There's a little outskirt of New York somewhere. It's
I'd go to Joey, but I know Joey knows it.
it's gonna be fuck me. I should know this. I graduated from New Hampshire. I should know this answer. It's gonna be
Don't they look like
New
each
Hampshire,
other?
isn't
Don't
it?
they look like each other in reverse?
it's gonna be New Hampshire, isn't it?
It is New Hampshire.
Okay. I was like, I graduated from a goddamn University of New Hampshire. I should know this.
All right, Hillbilly. Entertainment. What male sex symbol was panned for his efforts in 1983's Breathless?
Me. What? Read that one more time.
What male sex symbol was panned for his efforts in 1983's Breathless?
Which male sex symbol was panned for his 1983?
Breathless.
Wow.
Now, I like this guy, and I never even knew he was in this movie. I never heard of this.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've never.
Yeah.
Is this some guy that runs across the beach a lot later on?
No.
Everybody.
No,
Everybody.
Is this a guy I would know? You think?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know.
Everybody knows this guy. I mean, I could name 3 other movies that he's in, and you'd be like that. You know, I mean, he's a real famous actor. And obviously, I mean, if he was in a movie in '83, he's an older guy, you know, but I mean, he's a real popular actor.
Like the
About,
big
I think
sex.
we had a Denver one like this the other night because I told somebody a movie that he was in, and they still didn't know who he was. It might have been you, so I'll say it again. Mothman Prophecy.
That's who I thought it was, man. That's who I was thinking. The same guy, an officer and a gentleman.
Yep.
Richard Gere.
Richard Gere.
Breathless. I don't think I've heard Breathless, but the movie Breathless.
Yeah, I
Well,
never
the
heard of
sex
Breathless.
I remember like the big sex symbols in there. You remember you had Burton Lon. Oh, you know, and I remember Richard Gere. He was like in some gigolo movie, you know, like, oh, the ladies were all about Richard Gere back in the day.
And you know what's funny? The guy who wasn't really
Oh,
a
you
big
remember-
sex symbol, but he's a huge sex symbol today. Sam Elliott. The girls just spoon over him today, you know, and for the last 10 years. But I mean, when he was younger, that he wasn't as big as he is now that he got older. You know, now he's the, what do they call him? Silver Fox.
Is that what they call him?
Yeah.
No, honestly,
I'll tell you that, you know, the older guy my sister's a lot like, man, was old Sean Connery. Old
Sean
James Bond.
Connery. That's the man right there. Was the man, but
Yeah.
he's been lost me because the only thing I see is women spooning now. Since he said that, I'm like, wow, yeah.
All right. Here is your history question. Are you ready? What country was Chaim, Chaim, Chaim Weizmann, the first president of?
Chaim Weizmann.
Chaim Weizmann. Yeah, that's right. Chaim.
What country?
Oh, okay.
Chaim, that's a Jewish name. What country was Chaim Weizmann the first president of?
Chaim
Yeah, let's go
Weizmann.
Israel.
It is Israel. You
Let's
got to
go
spit a
Israel.
little bit when you say his name.
Chaim.
Chaim.
Jesus.
I'll tell you what. My great uncles married twin women that were Jewish. And I remember being little. And they had money. Okay, my great uncles, they had money and this and that. I remember one day asking my uncle for $1. And my aunt's like, $1 in my day, 50 cents was a lot of money. A quarter could buy you this and a dime could buy you that. Here's a penny, go away. I'm like, wait a minute, I asked for $1. How the hell did I end up with a penny? But she was tight, man. I'm telling you, you ask for $1, you get a penny. You're like, what the hell? All right. Let's see how far back you know. Here's art and literature. What Asian country is the setting of Little Black Sambo?
Oh man, what Asian country is
Is
Little
the
Black
setting
Sambo?
of Little Black
Let's say
Sambo?
India.
It is India. Now, do you remember Black Sambo?
Nope.
He was a little cartoon in cartoon books, and this was back, what do you say, Joey? Late 20s through the 30s and up into the 40s. He was pretty popular back then, wasn't it?
Yep. Yeah, he had, I remember, he had tigers or something, and but I don't remember all about it, but yeah, something about it. He had several
I remember
tigers.
Haji from Johnny Quest.
The only reason I really remember him is my mom's family used to have the little statues, the Little Black Sambo, and they had the books and that, so that's how I knew.
Hey, he pinned off his tigers with like an umbrella or something.
Yeah. All right, Hillbilly, here's science and nature. What mammal has the longest gestation period?
Oh, geez. I want to say something like an elephant or something.
There you go, the elephant.
What I thought, yeah.
All right, here's a good question. Was you a bowler, Hillbilly?
I bowled.
All right. So
Well, name your 1979 bowling champion of the world.
No. This is actually a good question. Not too many people call it this, but it's an old saying. But how many bowling pins face you if you left a bread line?
Ooh.
How many?
And I'll tell you
bowling-
right now, if you left a bread line, you're pretty talented to be able to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Hmm.
A bread line. I have no idea what a bread line is. I have to be honest. I'm going to assume
I'm
it's.
telling you, you're talented. If you can leave a bread line, man,
I love
it ought
bowling.
to count more than a strike.
Let's see. So you'd have to see that in order to do that, you'd have to a bread.
Did I freeze?
I think Hillbilly froze.
Yeah, I think he did, actually.
Headline. I'm entire back row. I want to say the entire back row, right? So I want to say 4.
That is 4. You leave the entire back row. Now, how the hell do you leave the entire back row where you get the first 7? You know, I mean,
That's almost fucking impossible.
Right.
yeah.
That's almost damn impossible. I've never heard of a bread line either, so.
Although one day I watched my buddy get 9 pins down, and the only pin left standing was the 1. I'm like, dude, that takes talent when you can knock the other
Not
pin.
the head pin.
I've missed the head pin before too.
Yeah. I said that takes some talent though to get a bread line. I don't think I've ever seen anybody leave a bread line.
That's like I've seen somebody pick up 7-10, but I've never seen something like that. Now, can't you leave 4 in a row, like from the head pin, like back to the 10 or back to the 7? Wouldn't it see? Because you'd have the 1.
Yeah, because you got the 1, the 2, or the 3, and then you'd have either the 4 or the 7, and then the 6, and then the 7 or the 9. So you could leave that line.
I picked up a 2-10 split, and I picked up a 5-7 10 split.
Wow.
I didn't pick up 7, but I did pick up 5-7 10. I picked up a 2-10.
But now you got to think about that, right? Like to leave the bread line, you have to leave 2 complete corners, right? That, you know, that's the thing about it. Like you either,
The ball would have to slip out of your hand, hit the gutter, bounce out of the cutter, and just like knock some pins down or something that just slowly knocked down a couple of pins.
Hi, welcome into the Tide Guy Show. We're discussing bowling tonight. Getting along on the ride.
strange bowling phenomena.
Bowling for the champions.
Now, Hillbilly, the Yankee states screwed you.
Yeah.
You got 5 out of 6, but those Yankee states screwed you on the first question.
All right, and that's Genesis 2 too, guys.
That's
Let's
Genesis
go.
too. So
Damn Northerners.
now
I
Joey's gonna show you how it's done.
Oh no. Harder than me. I'll try Genesis 2 though.
All right, here we go. Genesis 2.
He's a hell of a lot smarter than me.
What's the biggest city on the Mississippi?
I'm gonna
On the Mississippi, right?
I'm gonna say Jackson.
Yep.
I'm gonna say Jackson.
It is not Jackson.
Not
Anybody
bad.
else think of a city on the Mississippi?
I want to say something like St. Louis or
It was St. Louis.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. See, I was thinking maybe New Orleans.
Yeah, that's why I'm tracing it in my mind mentally, like Mississippi. Well, there's a bunch of choices.
Because I was thinking St. Louis, Memphis, and New Orleans would probably be about the 3 that I would have thought, you know. And all right, let's see how you are in your old entertainment, Joey. What was Charlie Chaplin's cane made out of?
I'm pretty sure it was bamboo. I'm not positive, but I think it was bamboo.
It was bamboo. All right.
it was made out of a whale's penis bone.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I was gonna say ivory, maybe, but so maybe that was close.
A bull's penis.
Right.
Okay, here's your history question. Who did Franklin Delano Roosevelt dub Uncle Joe?
Yeah, but
Wow, I can't
I don't
believe
think
it.
I don't think it was
You don't think it was Biden?
Yeah, Biden. I knew Biden was old, but geez.
Uncle Joe.
No, I think FDR called Joe Biden sniffer.
Who the hell would you call Uncle Joe?
When I tell you, you're going to be mad at yourself. It's really obvious, but it's hard to think of this, but it's really obvious when I tell you it.
I don't know. I just call him his dad. His dad. He said he called his dad Uncle Joe.
No, it was
Joseph
another.
Stalin?
It was another world leader. There you go, hillbilly. Joseph Stalin
Oh,
called
Good
him
job,
Uncle Joe.
good job, Hillbilly. See, I told you you're smarter than me.
I just just a bunch of random stuff beating around up there sometimes.
All right,
I think useless
Joey.
thoughts.
you might want to call traveling fools. This would be a traveling fools question. How many girls appear with their mother and the family dog in Auguste Renier's painting Madame Charpentier and Her Children?
You're freaking serious too.
Yeah, like I said, you better call traveling fools.
Ask me that again.
Only traveling fools would know this one.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. How many girls appear with their mother and the family dog in Auguste Renier's painting Madame Charpentier and Her Children?
How many girls are in the painting?
Yeah.
Augustus Rainier.
Auguste Rainier's painting, Madame Charpentier and Her Children. So, I mean, that's a little hint. It's children, so it's plural. So it's the answer is not one, but that's about as.
Oh, okay.
Siri,
No wonder
call
I-
traveling fools.
Yeah, I
Call
mean, ask
traveling
me
Uh,
how many girls appear in it, right?
Yeah, how many girls appear?
it's
All right.
Auguste Renoir. That's it. Wasn't.
I know, Ben, because I think it's just the mother and the sister. Because there's a little boy in the dog. So I think it's just the mother. I'm gonna say 2.
It is 2.
Yeah, it's Auguste Renoir.
Augusta Renat. Okay, well, then,
Renoir. It's French.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't do them French.
God damn it, Jeff.
I don't like the French. I don't
I
hide
don't
it.
either.
I don't like the French. You know.
Mm.
All right. Here's science and nature. What cuddly creature does an Australian call a bangaroo?
Really?
Kangaroo. Well, would that be a kangaroo?
No, it wouldn't be a kangaroo.
I have no idea what a kangaroo is. Yeah,
Here's the hint. What cuddly creature
Cuddly.
does an Australian call a bangaroo?
koala bear.
A koala bear. There you go. Yeah.
And they are not very cuddly. They are quite vicious. little bastards.
All right, here we go. What golf stroke is mishit when a player suffers from the yips?
From the yips. Oh God, I know that.
What golf stroke? So I mean, there's only like 4 different strokes. So
Joey, Google can only save you so
I
much.
don't know because I just know that I know what yips is, but I don't know what golf stroke. Because yips just means you can't perform certain things.
yeah, like a first baseman loses, or a batter loses, with the lip, he misses his swing, or a first baseman like Bill Buckner lets the ball roll between his legs, or yeah. So what would be an important golf shot?
I'm gonna say putting because I don't know. I'm just gonna say putt. How many putts?
It's putt. Yeah, you don't want to miss. If you got the yips, you miss the putt. You got 4 out of 6, Joey.
So needless to say that the bear didn't ever have the yips.
No, the bear.
But it's pretty good.
All right, Ben, we're back to you.
I don't like it. Can we go back to Jeopardy?
Go back to Jeopardy.
Just pick one. I don't give a shit.
We'll give you Genesis 4.
Fine, whatever.
All right, here we go. What desert's name was inspired by the array of colors that erosion has exposed there? Oh, don't overthink this one, Ben. What desert's name
The Mojave?
was inspired by the array of colors that erosion had exposed there?
What colors? Oh God! Why are the simple ones the dumbest, the hardest ones?
Yeah, because you'll hate yourself if you don't guess this one. Because this one,
I'm thinking too big scale. I think too.
I think you are.
Yeah, I'm probably.
Think of colors. Think of colors. Who would use colors, and what desert would be their name?
That sounds racist. I'm kidding. But did Hillbilly fall asleep or someone?
No,
snore?
I know it. I know.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Like, I
He
swear,
did it right
it was
off the bat.
boring.
yeah, I know this one off the bat. Yeah.
Like I said, you're going to hate yourself if you miss
I
this
am.
one.
I'm overthinking this
You
so
are.
badly. That's
But
why I'm like,
it's so simple, Ben. That's what it is, dude. It's like you You just can't help overthink it. You can't.
I know. That's why I'm like, I'm killing myself right now. I'm also distracted. I'm watching
Right.
Pac-12 Network on my other screen. So
I'll put you out of your
that's
misery.
not helping me either. I'm
Think of
distracted.
all the deserts that would have something to do with colors.
Put it close.
Is it the fabulous desert?
It's
Full
in
of
the
rainbow.
southwest. It's in the southwest of the United
The
States.
fabulous desert. Oh,
Fabulous. You got fabulous desert.
It's
You got
fabuloso.
the snap. You have the snap.
It's the purple fabuloso from Mexico.
Oh my god.
Cleans it right up.
Bill Billy, give me the answer. I've
It's
probably
the
been
painted
drinking.
desert. The painted desert.
The painted desert.
Fuck me. It's so easy. It's so goddamn easy. I've probably been drinking too much today too. So
That's all right, man. I wish
that's
I
probably not helping me right now.
All right.
It's the weekend, man. Have one for me, Ben.
Oh, I've had one every night for you.
Ben, that's actually a good idea. I'll be back. I'm gonna get me a beer.
Ben,
Well, Joey will be back in like 2 hours if he successfully survives the Mothman.
Ben, put your Bible thinking cap on. Are you ready?
Oh god damn it!
Arts and entertainment. This one ain't that hard.
Fuck off.
What fruit is depicted in Leonardo's Last Supper, even though it did not arrive in the Holy Land until long after Jesus' death?
Ooh. Okay. A full picture of that painting. I have like the whole painting in front of me in my mind visually, and then the table is like a blur space of like what's on the table.
All right, put your glasses
Is it
on.
something simple?
I have my glasses on. I
Is
have
it
my
something-
glasses on.
Oh
Is it
yeah, it's
something simple, Jeff?
Yeah, it's
Right,
simple.
yeah. I think I got an idea, like I don't know, but it's like something that would be commonplace, but probably out of place for the Middle East back then. What would that be?
Oh yeah, no, it's out of place as hell over there, but over
Uh-huh.
here, man, yeah, you.
Yeah. That's why I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's like
I refuse to eat it. I will not eat it because
I'm literally thinking it's like watermelon or something like that.
what would I refuse to eat just out of principle?
Bananas.
Now think about this. I'm an Alabama fan. Friends don't let friends wear what?
Orange?
So yes, it's an orange.
Oh, okay.
You do not eat oranges because it's orange.
And as soon as you asked that question, I had the whole painting in my head, but the table is like a blur. It's like, nah, you're not seeing.
Well,
the fucking
citrus
table.
was indigenous to the Americas, wasn't it?
That's a little bit of a tricky one too, because those paintings are under such a debate of like what's really represented and shit. So that's a good one.
Well, and the question is, what the hell was the orange doing there? Because, like I said, it was not indigenous, and it did not arrive in the Holy Land until long after Jesus was dead. I mean, they didn't have oranges back then.
That's a good one though.
I mean,
If the Almighty wants to have an orange at his Last Supper, guess what, Jeff?
yeah, I mean, yeah, they.
Yeah, originally I was thinking pear or something, but I was like, that'd be a little not very obvious in a painting like that, probably. So, anyways, moving on.
All right, no, but that's a good question. That's a good one.
That is a good question. Because I think most people would probably get that fucking wrong. Most people would get that wrong.
Hillbilly, maybe one night in your teachings and talking, you could bring that up, and that'd be a good thing in conversation. Did you hear that question, Joey? Okay, let's see if Joey knows this question.
Joey got back from the store. Wow.
Here you go, Joey. Let's see if you know the answer to this. This is a really good question. What fruit is depicted in Leonardo's Last Supper, even though it did not arrive in the Holy Land until long after Jesus' death?
Pomegranate.
Nope.
Pomegranate.
Nope, it's not pomegranate.
And they had pomegranates. Pomegranates were adorned upon the chapiters at the entrance of the chapel of the temple.
Oh, that's good to know. Joey doesn't know it off the top of his head either, so that's good to know.
and the menorah inside the temple, right? It had the pomegranates and almonds and all those types of images on the candlesticks.
The answer, Joey, believe it or not, was orange.
I was going to say orange, and I thought, wait a minute. Yeah, I think there was. So,
Now, there was orange, and like I said, all right. Hey, Connor, how are you tonight? Is this the Big 12 Twitter night?
which is what they would have done back then. Fish and pomegranate.
Well, I'm not the only one who missed orange. Everyone missed
Hey,
orange.
Connor, I'm going to post the link again. If you'd like to come in and answer a card, come on in, buddy.
Get in here, Connor. Stop being a little bitch.
All right, Ben, we're up to history,
Great.
and you're going to go away tonight if you don't get this one right.
I will exit the room immediately.
What ship's lookout was miffed when his requests for binoculars were denied in 1912?
Well, the ship name, right? Titanic?
Titanic. There you go. All right.
I was wondering if you were on a specific name or the ship name, or like a person or the ship. That's what I was like, oh, well, maybe 12.
Yeah, tell me
No,
the guy
no,
that uses the binoculars, what his name was on that end.
Yeah, what was his name? Yeah, no, I gave you, that was a layup for you.
So I was like, hold on, the guy or the ship?
All right, here's a good question. Science and nature. What's a praying mantis the only insect to have just one of?
Ooh.
I just found this out by looking at the back of the card. I did not know this.
The praying mantis only one of the insects to only have one of something.
It would come in handy as a man if you only had one of these.
Fuck me. That could go so many different directions.
Well, when I tell you the answer, you'll be like, yeah, men should only have one of those.
I don't know if I need more than one of already something I already have only have one of.
Sometimes I wish I had none of them.
I mean, like me, I don't know.
Watch, I'll watch. I'm going to show him how much you don't want one of them. The Big 12 is taking the four corners. They're coming into the Big 12. You know that, Todd, guy.
Hey, Joey. We already we debunked this earlier.
Now, here's the problem with that statement. This is how ignorant that statement is. The Big 12 is taking the four corners, right, Joey?
Yeah, sure.
So the four corners means that they're going to take Arizona, Utah, Colorado, and then the fourth corner would be New Mexico. So you guys are taking New Mexico or New Mexico State because that's the four corners. Technically, you're only taking 3/4 of the four corners.
Well, why don't we just take this Mexico State too? I mean, hell, let's just go ahead and I tell you what. Everybody's joining the Big 12.
There you go.
Hear me. Here's your hint. Hear me now. Everybody's taking the Big 12.
Okay, notably, one, I'm going to ignore the question I was asked because I'm not sure. But also, if you also notice, the surprising, the ACC and the SEC and the PAC are the only ones who can count their teams correctly. So let's put it that way. Suck it, Big
We
Ten.
have 72.
Big
We have
12.
72 teams in the Big 12. In case you didn't know that.
I'm not sure. What does the praying mantis only have one
According
of?
to Twitter, everybody but Alabama is coming to the Big 12.
No. That's not true. Alabama's already in the Big 12.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Our rowing team is in the Big 12.
Yeah.
We do compete in the Big 12 right now in rowing.
So okay, all right. Back to the praying mantis bullshit. The praying mantis only have one of. I should know this too. I should.
Hear me now. West Virginia is leaving the Big 12.
They only have one ear.
They only have 1 year.
That I did not know. That I did not know. Except for the little "hear me now" bullshit from Joey.
That's why I wanted Ty guy to just cover his ears up when I started saying that.
All right, here you go, Ben. And this is okay. It'll say in the thing. What 3 NFL teams have lost 4 Super Bowls each through 1996?
Oh, up till 1996.
Yep. What 3 teams have lost 4 Super Bowls?
Oh, well, Bills.
Bills, they won. They lost 4 in a row.
Yeah, exactly. They're like the easy one. Sheesh. I'm gonna just take a wild shot in the dark because Super Bowls are not my NFL is not my expertise at all either. The Bills, fucking Steelers and Eagles.
No, the Eagles have only been to 4 Super Bowls total. They won 2.
They won what one?
Yeah.
Uh,
Is that the answer?
I think it was the Vikings, the Bills,
oh yeah, Vikings. Fuck.
and the Broncos.
It's the Bills, Broncos, and Vikings. That's who it was.
Vikings. Yeah, I forgot about the Vikings. That's right. They had that. They had those years. Yeah, I forgot about the Vikings entirely.
And I think
And
since
Elway
then-
just never could get it there, man.
I think the Patriots have lost 4 since then too.
Yeah, I had the Patriots in my head, but I was like, yeah, but I don't know if that was before '97. So I was like, ah.
All right, here's your last one. What's a deadbeat Latin scholar telling his landlord when noting prescriptio in manibus tabularium est?
A deadbeat landlord?
What's a deadbeat Latin scholar
Oh, okay.
telling his landlord when noting prescriptio in manibus labellarium est?
Can I wait for Sam to call me back in like an hour and a half? He wakes up and he might be able to tell me. Deadbeat Latin scholar telling his landlord. I'll pay the rent.
A few years ago in Czechoslovakia, you were able to send in semen to the sperm bank, and it brought a whole new meaning to this phrase.
Jeff, I don't know. I don't care what you did in the Czech Republic back then. I really don't care.
Right.
Think
Am I
about
right?
this. If a Czechoslovakian could put his semen in the mail and mail it, what would that be?
Checks in the mail,
If
man.
a check is in the mail.
Jesus Christ, I've probably been drinking too much today. Like, I'm like, can I get Sam on the phone? But he's asleep right now. He's in Jordan again, so he's asleep. So,
All right, Ben.
Yeah,
we
New
gave
Jordan
you
sucks.
2 that round,
It's
Ben.
funny,
all right, I'll take 2. It's better than 0. I'll take
You like that one, Hillbilly? The old check is in the mail?
Oh yeah.
Where's
All right.
Connor?
Have you
Where's
ever
Connor?
mailed the water bill to the power company and the power bill to the gas company and the gas company to the water company? So you didn't have the money to pay any of them. So you did that.
Forget to sign the check, or yeah.
I'm sorry, I send all my bills digitally. You know, everything's done
Yourself
digitally
in
now.
a couple of weeks, come up with the money to pay them.
Exactly. Here we go. Connor's here now.
Thank
Hey,
God.
Connor.
Fucking beavers.
I felt like the Mountain West needed to represent.
Well, yeah. I mean, after Ben's performance, you
He's
gotta
already
say,
down. He's already down on himself.
Yeah, you gotta be humble. I'm feeling confident enough to make that joke. I guess that's ultimately where I stand.
well, Connor, I got upset today with the delusional Pac-12 who don't know, or the Big 12 who don't know shit about the Pac-12.
Yeah,
And there's
it's
a Big 12 fan trying to make money off of the Pac-12. So he's going to make T-shirts, hats, and cups
okay.
that says the Truck Stop Conference.
Yeah, I've seen they've kind of taken it on as
Yeah.
their
He had no idea that Bill Walton was the one who said it.
yeah.
So
I
he's
think
going
I
to
saw
reach
that,
out and he's going to sell merchandise, but there's a problem. A friend of mine's an attorney, and I contacted him today. I am going to trademark that phrase.
Do it.
I submitted my application today for trademark for that phrase.
The truck stop conference. No.
Yeah. So go ahead, let him. I hope he sells millions because, yeah,
Then you can
I'm
sue
going
the
to own
fuck out.
that.
Then you can sue the fuck
I'm
out.
going to own that trademark. So go ahead. And I
That
would
might
have
be
let it
taking
go.
advantage there.
But I would have let it go. But he's like, "Oh no, Bill Walton didn't say that. You're wrong." I'm like, he says it on national TV, and it's not about the Big 12. It's about every conference that's
everybody.
not the Pac-12.
Yeah. I think I've started to feel. To feel bad is a weird way to put it, but like they just don't. They're so far out of like the constant rhetoric of like, oh yeah, they're just going to go to streaming. Nobody's going to see their games. Like that's. Ideally, we could go to Apple or Amazon. All the fans out here have that.
Exactly.
When you take a step back and logically look at it, you see that there still is value, whether that's more or less than the Big 12. It's around the same, and I like, and I think the Pac likes the idea of like leading into this like streaming future because the ivory towers like to pride themselves on like leading in different ways, and the SEC and the Big 10 have been leading recently. So this would be an interesting experiment. I think the streamers got to give them $100 million each. ESPN, another 100. I think they get to 300 million, so maybe 150 from each. I don't know, but this isn't about that.
Think about this though, Connor. Okay.
Got it being on Apple.
Where do you live right now?
Oregon.
Okay.
Albany is right next to Corvallis.
And I mean, I don't want to get political or nothing, but honestly, what does California, Oregon, and Washington have culturally in common with Texas, with Oklahoma? Culturally, you guys are not.
If anything,
Nothing.
The Big 12 doesn't understand the landscape because, and no offense, not all the fans, but they trash like the first two to pick out is like, oh, the Beavs and Wazoo are going to be left out in the Mountain West. The Beavs and Wazoo are the two schools that the Big 12 should be going after. Like we're the ag schools. We align way more.
The ones that would fit in.
Exactly, and so but like they don't realize that, and so I don't know.
But good God, Connor, could you imagine yourself having to travel to West Virginia of all fuck? Oh my God!
No, I'll stand by West Virginia as like the only on my bucket list out of the Big 12 remaining schools. That's certainly before I die. I have to see that stadium. I have to hear Country Roads. I mean, West Virginia, I think, helps to carry the Big 12.
It's a beautiful state. It is.
Honestly,
because let's think about this. Oregon and Washington and Cal have so much culturally in common with BYU. It just screams culturally, And
everybody needs to think back whenever Oklahoma and Texas left. I'm going to tell you right now, there was a huge push to keep huge push to keep West Virginia, because West Virginia would have left the Big 12 too. Oh, that would have been it, man.
You'd be down to Kansas as your like flagship school,
right?
Who doesn't really play football?
They would have been in shit trouble if West Virginia had left them too.
But you think about it right now in the Big 12, only West Virginia and Kansas are either flagship schools or AAU. It's the only two. The Big 12, they don't do research. They don't do, that's the problem with the Big 12. The people don't want to come to the Big 12 because they don't put emphasis on academics. They don't,
They'll even trash like the Oregon States because compared to the Pac-12, we don't do as much. But like, no offense, Ben, but we're certainly the academic institution in the state. Maybe not like our business school, that might be Oregon, but yeah, that's huge. The endowment and the grants for research blows this money that we're talking about out of the water. And I know it's different academics, athletics, but another good point, academics aside, is like the fact that they think the Big 12 is confident that they're going to get like ASU when ASU gets like more than half their money from California, parents paying for their kids to go out of state, is like should not be overlooked. I tweeted at, I like Josh Pate a lot, but you could see CBS maybe feeding him stuff, and he shared out the Dennis Dodd article, which the Utah AD shut down, and I reached out to him on Twitter, I direct messaged it, and I've been talking like back and forth with him, and I think he responded with like, there's also PR going on from the Pac-12 side, and maybe that's the case, but like the strategy has been, I mean, if you just, there's few days where the Big 12 was just like hot on Twitter. After that, it's just fizzled out, and I feel like it's back to normal. But you're right. I don't want to go to, Ben jokingly said West Virginia, but like I like all the destinations I get to go to in the Pac-12. And I think they take pride in being small town, Lubbock, Ames. They take pride in that, and that's cool. That's college town, and that's heartland America. That's different than out here. And my main goal and all, or like my main point in all this, always just comes back to regionality. And Mark understands that with the cultural differences. I just, I worry that it might be like the cat's out of the bag, and it just might be too late for all these schools to compete again. But we love that story, the underdog story. The Beavs have a legit shot to go to the TFP next year, and I know that sounds like hyperbole, but our non-con is nobody. We have a quarterback who can play, and we won 10 games last year with a quarterback that could not play. So we're not going to get the Beavs or Wazoo. Remember Gardner Minshew with the mustache madness? Like, we don't get that.
Minshew madness.
Yeah, your schedule is set up to do well.
Now, I will say this. If you're going to crap, what the hell happened to my voice? Okay. So I will say this.
I had to get all that out. Talk about all that for a minute.
If you're going to come to West Virginia, because you want to hear Sting Country Roads, be sure you come to a game you know we're going to win. Because I hate to see you come all the way across the country when we lose it, because we don't sing Country Roads if we lose. So we do that during victories. But,
I thought the game.
And so don't come this year. Don't come this year at all, whatever you do, because we'll be lucky if we repeat our fabulous 5-win season from last year. So, don't come this way. After we fire Neil Brown, yeah, you probably come around. But
my grandparents are from, or lived in, they're past now, but they lived near Boone in Blowing Rock, North Carolina. And if that's at all like what West Virginia looks like, I love that part of the country.
It is. It's a lot like Boone. I used to have a T-shirt that said, "Where in the hell is Boone, North Carolina?" If you can buy that T-shirt from North Carolina, because at the time, I don't know how Boone is now, but at the time, it was really hard to get into Boone, North Carolina. I mean, it's back roads, little country roads, and streets and stuff to get into it. And so you got there finally, because when you would get to Boone, North Carolina, you'd be like, "Finally, I made it to Boone, North Carolina." We went to Grandfather Mountain and in North Carolina, which is right there in Boone. And so we stayed in Boone. But yeah, I bought a T-shirt that says, "Where in the hell is Boone, North Carolina?"
But
App State, for those who don't know, that's where App State is, the Mountaineers.
I'll tell you guys something. The Big 12 would be smart if the Big 12 and the SEC got together and said, "Look, we made a mistake culturally, and that we give Missouri back to the Big 12 and we take West Virginia." Because culturally, Missouri don't fit in the SEC. I'm sorry to say that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to put them down. They did well a couple years, and I'm not putting them. But culturally, they don't fit. They belong back in the Big 12 with their rivalries, and give us West Virginia because they could fit in better and have better rivalries than what Missouri has.
Definitely.
That's a fair swap outside of the TV rights money.
Does everybody remember a few years back when we played Tennessee? It was the first time ever West Virginia and Tennessee played each other. That thing had huge TV numbers, and it was a big-ass game, And you when we played Alabama, I mean, that was a huge game, too. As well, it was watched by like 5 or 6 million people tuned into that game.
How many coonskin hats are we talking at a West Virginia Tennessee game? They just hand them out as you go in.
You know how most schools or most games they give you bobbleheads. There they just give you coonskin cap. It's coonskin cap night.
The only game in history where they handed you a rifle when you walked in.
I hadn't met. I don't think I had the pleasure of meeting Hillbilly Skeptic. But what's up, man? Who's your team?
Connor, what's going on, man? I'm Kentucky Wildcats, man.
You and the real MVP.
Yeah.
He's also a Mountaineer too at heart. He just don't know it yet.
I was going to say that whole region of the country is slept on, I think.
Well, no, technically, Hillbilly is a Bama fan during football season. He's like the rest of the SEC. He waves our flag.
That's like Jeff is a Kentucky fan during basketball season, except this season. except for this.
Yeah, except for
season.
this season. For some reason, you got a team.
I thought that would have been a good matchup for the Vegas
For
Bowl.
some reason, he's got a team that lost by 30 points to the 10th best team in Big 12.
I'm watching basketball right now. So I'm fucking
We'll
it up.
still make it further than them.
Hey Ben, can we get some score updates? Maybe like
Yeah, you're
I'm trying to figure out what UCLA is doing because I've seen them twice now where they get called for something and another player literally grabs another UCLA player. It's like shut the fuck up, basically telling them shut the hell up because like they're like doing something on the court. I'm like, what the hell is happening? Oregon.
y'all win, you're in.
No, right now we're down like 3 to UCLA.
I mean, that's a huge resume win, and you're on the bubble, so I'd say you're in if you win that. And you don't even need to win the Pac-12.
I think we're 1-1 against UCLA this season. I think we lost one, we won one. I think
Them,
so.
they were my bet for the whole tourney until they lost Jalen Clark.
And some player of theirs just went out a little bit ago with a wrist injury or something like that. Someone got taken off the court. I don't know who it was, but
Their third best player and also leader, a senior as well as Tiger and Jaime Jaquez, is Jalen Clark, and I think he might be done for the season. Got hurt.
maybe right now I'm waiting for it to come back on. Bill Walton's running his mouth as usual. I love Bill Walton, but
I can't.
I love Bill Walton. But speaking of Bill Walton, because of course it's Pac-12 Network, so who else better host it than Bill Walton?
Dave
It's like 46-43 UCLA right now, or something like that.
It sucks too because Dave Pasch is like, I think one of the better announcers. Like he did the Vegas Bowl with Kirk Herbstreit and Pat McAfee, and he was awesome. He was great on there. It just sucks that he has to like rope Bill Walton in, and he gets like.
Just let Bill Walton do what he does. Let him do what he does.
I guess.
It is 46-43 with 11 left in the second. So still a long way
Let's do
to
a
go.
trivia card because I got to go here in a little bit. So let's do some trivia cards.
All right. Joey, which card would you like?
Let Connor go first. Connor ain't hit a card yet.
Oh,
so look,
Connor, which card would you like? I got Genesis 1 through 5, and I got one that's All-American.
What was the first one you said?
I got Genesis 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I got all 5 editions. And then I also have an All-American.
I've never heard of Genesis. I imagine that's like a trivia card set.
Yeah.
that's the original. The
original is Genesis. Some people call it Genius, but there's no I in it. It's Genesis.
I
Give
learned.
America.
Thank you. I learned that just now. I was today years old when I learned that when I found out what Genesis.
Well, it's funny, Connor, because on my Facebook, I'm getting ready to go back to the States, and I wrote on there, hey, if anybody has any trivia, I'm looking for Genesis 2, 3, 4, 5, blah, blah, blah. And this guy goes, how can you run a trivia show if you don't know that it's Genius? And I'm like, there's no I in it there, Genius. It's Genesis. And the guy's like, oh, wait, I just looked. Yeah, I'm wrong. It isn't Genius. I'm like, exactly. So
Must have been a Big 12 alum.
Yeah.
I'm
Iowa State fan.
Hey, but so is 5 the hardest and 1 is the
No, it's the years.
Okay.
Genesis 1 was made in 81. Genesis 2 was made in 87.
All
so Genesis 5 was made in 2000. So it's the newest of the group. It'll have a few newer questions, but
It's like is
go
Genesis the word, or is that like from generation? You know, like you got the first gen Corvette, you know, Gen 2 vet.
Yeah, does it have to do with generations?
Is it like a
No,
generation?
it actually means like a hierarchy. So like Genesis means you're a species above humanity or a species below humanity. And so
I've heard the term genus like in biology.
Okay, so that's what it's like. It's like a yeah. It's
Are we
using a
avoiding
biological.
that?
Okay, I
Just
got you.
selecting a
like
category.
above a species, below a family.
Yeah, it's a genus. I got you.
Yeah.
Let's go 5.
I'm down to a cockroach. Okay, Genesis 5. Here we go. First question is people and places. What author towers over his 2 central characters in a monument at Plaza de España in Madrid?
So it's a statue. And
What
it's
author?
dedicated
Yeah,
to
this author has a statue, and he towers over his his two central characters in a monument at Plaza de España in Madrid?
I don't know any Spanish authors, so I'm gonna pass.
Does anybody
I
know?
what it's called. It's called the Monument to McGill, but I don't know his name, McGill. So,
It's Miguel de Cervantes.
Very good, Joey.
well, that's all I knew. I didn't know the other part.
You got
All
half
right.
the battle.
All right, Connor. Arts and entertainment. What Marilyn Manson album title was inspired by Jesus Christ Superstar?
Marilyn Manson album title.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just got to know
right up Ben's
Satanistic
alley.
ways. You just got to understand his Satanistic ways.
Yeah.
I'm not good with album names. I mean, obviously I know who Marilyn Manson is, so I don't know. Ben's got it. I feel like.
No, actually, I'm not big on Marilyn Manson titles, the album titles either. Surprisingly, I mean, most of
Let me
Yeah,
give you a
yeah.
hint, Connor. Connor,
Okay.
kind of think of Weird Al Yankovic. What did he used to do with music? You know, Michael Jackson had the song "Beat It," so he come out with "Eat It," and you know he. So, what kind of fun play would Marilyn Manson put on Jesus Christ Superstar?
Everything I say will be sacrilegious. I feel like, and I'm not religious.
You'll be fine because what would be the opposite of Jesus Christ Superstar?
Jesus Christ. So it rhymes with R. Is my guess.
No.
Still stumped. I don't think I'm picking up what you're putting down.
All right.
Dude,
Who wants to tell him?
Instead of Jesus Christ Superstar, it was Antichrist Superstar.
Oh,
Yeah, it was the
It was actually an
Antichrist.
opera. It was actually an
okay,
opera.
yeah.
It was a rock
No.
opera.
that was the
All right,
Interesting.
Connor. Here's your
Yeah.
history question.
Yeah, I might do okay.
What one battle took the lives of U.S. generals Barksdale, Farnsworth, Gurnett, Pender, Reynolds, Semmes, Weed, and Zook?
So I don't recognize those names, and I'm familiar with recent military history. So I guess I'm gonna go further.
No, yeah, go way back.
Yeah, further back to like Civil War.
There
So
you go.
Civil War names.
It's
I
in
mean,
the
I
Civil
know-
War.
You know, obviously I've heard of Gettysburg and Antietam. There's
Okay,
so
you
many battles.
50-50 chance. It's one of the first two you said.
Really?
It's a
I
50-50.
guess Gettysburg was my
It
first.
is Gettysburg.
There we go on the board.
Yep. Those were Gettysburg.
All right, Connor, man.
All
That was
right.
kind of easy. That's the most popular Civil War battle.
Yeah.
Once I narrowed it down, is what I'm thinking was the logic there.
All right. Well, use logic on this one. You'll get this one. This is science and nature. What disease takes its name from the Greek words meaning joint and inflammation?
Can you repeat the question?
Oh, my
What?
rheumatism.
What disease takes its name from the Greek words meaning joint and inflammation?
I
Joey
initially
and,
thought
Joey and Jeff
arthritis.
are getting this.
There you go, Connor. You got it right.
Oh. Oh, all right, there we go.
It is arthritis, and I do have arthritis. Damn it, Ben.
Joey and Jeff
I'm
are
gonna
getting-
have it at my ankle. I've
Joey's
had
had
2
it for years.
surgeries. Yeah, I guess most humans are probably gonna have it.
I just had to
Yeah.
have surgery. I just had to have joint replacement because of it on my hand. So
Yeah.
Sheesh.
All right, here is your sports and leisure.
So that's 2 in a row. All right, here we go. Picking up steam.
What does Mario Lemieux's last name mean in English?
Mario Lemieux. And this is
Yeah.
sports or entertainment and leisure?
It's sports and leisure. So Mario Lemieux, do you know who he was? He was
Yeah,
a famous,
race car driver, right?
No,
No, he was a hockey
Hockey.
player.
Oh.
I got Sid the Kid's jersey.
Damn. Yeah, okay. So what's the question again?
What does Mario Lemieux's last name mean in English?
Lemieux.
Lemieux. He's a Frenchman. So what
Yeah.
does Lemieux mean in English?
The Mew.
I've never said that word before, or I guess I'm learning a new word today because I have no idea.
His last
I've
name
got
should
an
be Gretzky, honestly. Gretzky would have been better.
I'll just guess it means shoe.
It does not mean shoe. What do you think it means, Joey?
Well, I know that Lemieux means
Wait, hang
Best.
on.
best or better. So, oh, okay, go ahead, try.
Well, I just started thinking of it as a French word into English. That's what you mean, right?
Right.
Okay.
Meilleur, you're thinking about there, Joey. Meilleur.
Yeah,
The Pew Meilleur, right? The best.
it means
the
best
Meilleur.
or better. So
So
I would just say
Lemieux.
best or best, maybe.
The Mew sounds like more, but this is all Joey now.
I was just going to say best of the best. I don't know if it's right or not.
Yeah, I would say more Gretzky because Gretzky was the best, but Lemieux, he was pretty good.
So
It
it's
is
like
that.
goat.
All right, here's your last one, Connor. This is a wild card.
Okay.
What Abby Hoffman work did many bookstore owners think twice about displaying near the exit?
Don't know who Abby Hoffman is. Does it have to do with feminism and that she was before her time?
No, this is kind of funny because the name of the book, you wouldn't put it by the exit.
Oh, okay. Not an entrance.
You don't want this near the exit because people would do what the book's title was.
Bathroom?
No,
Is it a bathroom joke?
Gumby got it right.
GFY? What is it?
Tell him, Joey. You know?
Steal this book.
Yeah,
this
steal
book.
this book.
Damn it. I should have just thought outside the box more. So 2 for 6.
You got 2 out of 6. That ain't bad.
Nah, y'all gave me a few hints. I don't think I got any of the ones right that you were hinting on. Like, I feel like the 2 I got, I felt like I knew pretty soon off the bat. But some of those, no idea.
All
So
right.
how did that make it genus 5 more so? There weren't any questions that were like prevalent to being born in the 90s.
No, it's just when it was made. It's just when it was made. So the question could go up to 2,000.
Did it get harder each?
Like you had in
Do you think the questions are harder each one as they go up, or?
I'll be honest with you. The problem with Trivial Pursuit is I can pull a card, and Joey will get 0 out of 6
Yeah.
and feel dumb. And then I can take somebody who's not very bright like me and go 6 out of 6 because the next card is just so easy. They don't make the cards fair. Some cards are super easy. Some cards you just don't stand a chance. So I mean,
the cards are no respecter of people.
yeah. I mean, so just
I've gone 4 out of 6 before even on a card, and that's how stupid they can be sometimes.
See though, Connor, it's like they can't ask you who won, the underwater basket weaving at the 2012 Olympics.
Yeah.
Until the card was printed after 2012 is the thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're all shitty hard questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just
Well, the
what
problem is with the Genesis 2 edition, I think after they came out with the Genesis edition, a lot of people thought they were easy. So they made the Genesis 2 questions like extremely hard. And then Genesis 2 seems to be the hardest batch.
Did they prove correct, and now Genesis 3 is easy again?
Genesis 3 is actually it's kind of hit or miss. Genesis 3 can be easy, but they also have some hard ones.
Though, guys, there, Joey and Jeff, like Ben and Connor, they have no idea how big Trivial Pursuit was when it came out in the 80s, man.
Oh man, it was huge.
It was like people would have parties, dude. It was like big, huge social networks built up around it. It was incredible back then, man.
Yeah, there's a couple local bars that do trivia nights, and I've only done it like once or twice. It's fun. Don't get me wrong.
But you remember, guys, I lived in Iowa for the longest time, and we would go without power in the wintertime because of snowstorms. And so all we had were candles and Trivial Pursuit, Monopoly, Sorry. We played games a lot. My mom and dad, you got to remember when I was a kid, we didn't have all this electronic shit and that. I mean, it was board games, and my dad would sit down, when we'd lose power and that, turn candles on, and we'd play Monopoly, or we'd do Trivial Pursuit. Or, we played.
We had
uncle.
encyclopedias, and I actually read them.
Yeah.
I have an uncle, a career student. No lie, he's a career
Good on
student. He's in his 60s now and still in college. He's went to college his whole life. He graduates valedictorian every year, or every time he graduates. He's got umpteen degrees. I mean, umpteen degrees, and he's extremely smart. And I hated playing Trivial Pursuit with him. And I hate playing, like, if we're sitting down and we're watching Jeopardy, he'll answer all the questions right away. And I'm sitting there going, God, you feel so dumb around him. And I consider myself to not be a real smart person, but to be a pretty smart person. He'll make you feel it.
You're a
He'll make
real
you feel
fart
it.
smeller, Joey.
I'm a real fart smeller, ain't I?
Yeah.
I always tell people I'm just a dumb crayon eating jarhead.
I don't know if it's a measure of intelligence like that then, because like I guess part of it's just you've been around, but also I think you got to have a good memory and a different kind of memory that's like you can grab from. Like if I sat there for long enough, I might be able to grab something out of somewhere.
I tell you what I don't like. I don't like the stigma that people put on where you went to college. So, for instance, if you went to USC or Harvard or Yale, they think, "Oh God, he's a genius. He's as smart as they come." Like I went to Cambridge. It doesn't mean that I'm smart. It means I've got some common sense about me. I know right from wrong, and I got common sense. I'm not some idiot out here that just read books my whole life. And
Well,
Now,
like
Joey-
memory. It's also memory.
Hold on a minute, Joey. You wasn't here last night to hear my take. I truly believe this. Pussy is like a university. You have to be accepted in both. Usually you got to have money to go to either a university or get into pussy. And if you say, hey, that guy don't have money, how come he got in? Oh, well, he's an athlete. So
Yeah.
I truly believe that pussy and a university are about the same thing.
Hey,
Or it's
Ty Guy,
illegal, or it's illegal.
Yeah.
Ty Guy, I don't know if we've had the conversation, but I joined the military for college, and that's you said you're a Marine, right?
Dad, jarhead.
Me too.
Check this bad boy out.
You're a jarhead
How do I
too?
flip this camera around? No, but I'm
No,
a
I said
corpsman.
me too. Hey, he's all
nice.
right. He's a squid, a rust-picking
Yeah.
swabby.
Whoa,
All right.
No, but I'm a corpsman.
whoa. Put that sex paddle away, Connor.
Oh yeah, he's a corpsman.
Jesus.
Yeah, I served 2 years with the Marines, with 1-7 and 311 in 29 Palms.
Nice.
Oh, you're a doc too. Oh, well, yeah,
Yeah.
he's the same thing, man. You're
Yeah,
just yeah.
Yeah, that's why I want
Yeah.
to serve y'all, because Marines and corpsmen, at least the Greenside corpsmen, the ones that we got off the boat with y'all is the joke.
Right.
People like you in the Navy, and that's the initial thing. But I have more in common with, like, I would get lost on a boat.
Yeah. Which did you deploy with any Muse or anything like that, Connor?
Yeah, I did a UDP. I just missed all the guys that trained me were vets of Iraq and Afghanistan. I was in from 12 to 17, and I did a deployment in 15, a UDP unit deployment program with 311 and RD unit, and we went to Japan, Thailand.
Pleasure cruise. Nice.
Yeah, we did
That's
Cobra Gold.
what
Yeah,
I
it was a
call.
lot of
That's what
fun.
I call. That's what I call.
Long time first time.
You don't want to do my job in real combat. You know what I'm saying? Like that's tough shit. So I'm glad I didn't. I'd probably be a different man if I would have had to.
Did you find out what LBFM means?
What's that?
Did you find out what LBFM means over there?
LBFN?
LBFM.
FM.
LBFM.
My
That's
guess
what we used to.
LB stands for Lady Boy.
No, little brown F machines. That's what
Oh,
they used to talk about. Guys talking
well,
about when you want to do a pack cruise.
we went to Pattaya in Thailand. We had a few days of like
Walking
R&R.
Street. Here comes the Walking Street story.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's so many different stories from like basically essentially the Russian mafia runs it, and they didn't like that. Like a bunch of hothead 20-year-old dudes thinking we're hot shit, like taking over the walking street wasn't cool. So there were, but yeah, all sorts of wild stories from like the strip clubs to,
Oh
you know,
yeah.
I mean,
Connor, I gotta ask
that
a
was just a
serious.
good time. If
How many? Which
you
one
know,
of you
you
was?
know.
Because it happens in every group. Which
Say that
one of
again?
you was the idiot that rang the bell? Which one of you was the idiot that rang the bell walking into the bar or walking out of a bar? Which one of you was the idiot that rang the bell?
I didn't even know about this. I don't know
Oh, you
about
didn't
the
know?
bell.
So they got bells in a lot of these go-go bars and things like that.
Okay.
A lot of people will ring them thinking that, that means they got laid or whatever while they're in there. But actually, that when you ring that bell, it means you've got to buy everybody in the bar a drink. They hold you too. They will grab you and drag you back inside and make you pay for them drinks.
I'm sure there were stories if I talked to my different buddies that were over there with me. But we were there for. Have y'all heard of Cobra Gold? It's this huge exercise that we do over there with
Yeah.
our Asian partners.
Yep.
It was cool. Though. I got to drink like Cobra blood and like eat
Ugh.
all this crazy shit because the Thai like recon Marines showed us like if we were to be stranded in the jungle without food or water, like what can you eat and what's going to kill you? But people volunteered for it. Eating a tarantula and a scorpion were the two that I wouldn't do. That was like alive of each of those. But I ate like maggots.
Now
and all
remember,
sorts of
Connor, in about
nasty
10
shit.
years, when you got kids, you got to remind your kids that if there's a knock on the door and a little Asian kid comes and asks for daddy, I'm not home.
I'll be right back.
But I
I'll be
used to
right
tell
back.
my kids all the
Okay.
time, if some Asian kid comes knocking looking for daddy, I'm not home. What happens
Ain't that
in
right?
Asia?
Well, I
stay in
have-
Asia.
I have stories for days that go on, but we could get back to trivia. I just thought it was funny because we were talking about college and like I get upset because with the recent thing, and I don't want to get political, but like with Biden just paying back college debt, it's like, well, what about all my buddies that
Well,
joined
don't
the
worry about
military
that.
for
Don't worry
college?
about that. He's not paying back.
You
That's
know?
unconstitutional.
I know it's unconstitutional and also just not doable with like we don't have the money for it.
Yeah.
But I just think the fact that that's even floated is just
They
What
just
a-
bring that
Another
up,
funny
man.
thing, Connor. Another funny thing. Well, not funny, but you're a corpsman. My dad was a combat medic in Vietnam.
oh hell yeah.
He earned 3 Purple Hearts.
Yeah, Medal of Honor between medics, Army medics, and corpsmen by far are the most. You said 3 Purple Hearts. Shit.
Yeah, I told my dad. I said, "You were fucking stupid, man. You don't go into a fucking battle with bandits."
Hey, what do we
You
call
go in with-
those?
you
Hey,
go
what
with-
are those ribbons called? EMR. It's a bad joke. Enemy marksmanship.
Right.
ribbon.
Right. Yeah, no, I told my dad, I said, you go into fucking battle with fucking gauze and no gun. I said, that's just dumb. Now, a
Fuck.
funny little story. I'll tell you this real quick. My dad told me this story. They were out on, they went out one day and they found a tunnel. And they had this new lieutenant and they told my dad, you're going in. My dad says, I'm not going in that fucking tunnel. And the lieutenant said, I'm ordering you to go in. And my dad said, I'm not going in that fucking tunnel. And finally, one of the sergeants come over and said, Lieutenant, we do not send the medic into a fucking tunnel. If he gets shot, who's going to help us?
Yeah,
You do not put your medic down into a tunnel. That is not happening.
Yeah.
Butter
The
bars,
lieutenant
man.
got pissed, and my dad's like, I ain't going into no fucking tunnel. I'm not trained to do, I'm trained to fucking patch people up. I'm not going in and being brave. He said,
Yeah, that's well. You know about the story from World War II because we were still trying to abide by the Geneva Convention at first. So medics and corpsmen wore the Red Cross, and then once they realized that they were targets,
I was
by
just a
German snipers,
target. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem.
they would trade with the infantrymen for like cigarettes or something
Yeah.
to get that cross off their head.
I mean, it's almost the same as going into combat wearing a fucking
Yeah,
star,
bar,
Hell,
shiny,
wow, yeah.
Anything
He's the
shiny.
big officer. Who are we going to shoot? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
yeah. And
But
then
now
the
there's
Geneva
cool
convention, but yeah, we're shooting medics first.
there's cool common examples of like how medics are worked into like infantry units and stuff that are like just kicking in the door and then backing up and letting everybody go through unless you suspect somebody like behind the fatal funnel like a shotgun or something. But for the most part, you're out in the truck. You're definitely not jumping into tunnels.
Yeah, you're not going down a tunnel. You're not first one in. No, I mean,
Well, for my unit of 110-ish guys, there were 3 of us. So I trained like, probably at least 10 to 20 Marines on CTM, combat trauma management, is like the more advanced version. But I try to teach them as best as I can what I know. But combat lifesaver is like a lesser version. But yeah, you gotta think if corpsman or medic gets shot, like the fuck, it's gonna mean at least a few other people are probably gonna die if you're in a firefight. So
yeah, I mean, because I
So,
know basic.
corpsman medic.
They teach us basic, and I mean, I can treat a sucking chest wound and stuff like that, but fuck, I ain't no good in,
I'll tell you
Yeah,
what,
we're
though, man,
giving blood
the success rate though from traumatic injuries and how they can save guys compared to how it used to be.
We get trained up good. I mean, it's still great knowledge that I try to like go over every few years because I mean, imagine if there's one of me in or your dad, for example, in like a live like an active shooter situation in a high school.
Oh yeah.
I mean, on top of being in the military and being able to, like, if I have my concealed carry or something, on top of like being able to destroy the target, but also save and try to help out people. So I carry my thing. I have like a little med kit that I carry with me basically everywhere, just because like it's in my car.
Unfortunately, in today,
the
the country today, you don't know if you're going to need it.
Yeah. So better
I
safe
need
than
to
sorry,
do
I guess.
I need to do one more card and get out of here. I've got to go. But I had to jump over to Golden Voodoo just now. He actually just got his first $100 super chat, so that's pretty cool. So
Oh,
I
nice.
jumped over to say thank you and congratulate him. So, but I need to do one more card and get. Let's see if I get my mic fixed right. I need to do one more card and get out of here though. So.
All right, Joey, what card would you like?
Give me the original Genesis.
The original Genesis. Here we go. What's the largest city between Ireland and Canada?
Silence. I don't know what's happening right now. Everyone went quiet.
I think I know.
I'm down to I'm thinking it's either Belfast or Dublin. And I'm going to say Dublin.
I would say you're wrong on both of them.
Is it New York City?
Nope, it's New York City.
Is it
I
Boston?
see the logic, just thinking it was further east.
Think of a big city in Iceland.
Oh,
I don't know.
Reykjavik.
starts with the R, yeah.
Yep, Reykjavik. All right.
Okay.
Hmm. See, isn't part of Canada though more south than New York City?
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, the biggest city between that part of Canada and Ireland would be New York City. New York
But no. Canada goes further east than New York. New York.
Yeah, but I'm still saying that's in between Canada and Ireland.
No, it's not.
No. Canada and Ireland is like this, and then New York is like that.
Yeah, you don't come near the United
Well,
States. But
Yeah, but
think
Iceland's like
attitude, not
so much further north, right?
Or longitude. Attitude.
You can go from New York to Ireland without having to cross Iceland.
Yeah, but it would
but
still
it's-
be in between. It would still be in between.
Well, I guess like if you consider like longitudinally or latitudinally, something like that. Yeah.
But the question was between Ireland and Canada, and New York is not between.
Yeah.
Y'all
I
seen that?
get what you're saying.
There's a Will Ferrell movie. It's so stupid about Reykjavik or something. There's like a music competition or something in Reykjavik. It's a Will Ferrell movie.
I can't
It's
remember.
cheap.
I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to think of it.
It's fairly new. I chuckled.
All right, Joey, are you ready for entertainment?
Why not?
Why did Birdie go bye-bye?
I have no idea. I don't remember that.
Does anybody know why Birdie went bye-bye?
Nope.
Nope.
Because it crossed the road.
All right. I'm disappointed in all you freaking military people. He was drafted.
Oh.
Birdie got drafted and he had to go bye-bye.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Now, Joey, if you don't get this
Is
right,
there a cadence song for that? Like there was a
we
girl.
didn't
I've heard.
Not on the army side, anyways.
no.
Yeah, no, not on the Army side. No.
Now, Connor, did you ever sing, I wish that all the ladies were pies on a shelf and I was a baker. I'd eat them all myself.
No, never that one. That's a good
You
one.
never went running with the Marines. Huh? I wish that all the ladies were bells in a tower and I was
That's not
the
the-
watchman. I'd bang them every hour.
That sounds awfully sexual, Jeff. That's,
Hey, it
inappropriate.
is.
That's inappropriate these days. You can't be
Sounds
saying
creepy.
those things.
That's what
Yeah.
jarheads do. That's jarheads for you.
Up from a sub 60
I mean, there were
feet
definitely
below.
There was a girl who wore a yellow ribbon. She wore it in the springtime.
She wore it for that young Marine so very far away.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
so they're just cleaner.
What's the stupidest, dumbest? Let me think of a better word here. What's the craziest Article 16 y'all ever got?
None. I never.
Never.
Well, heard of or gotten. I never got any, but
Yeah, I
Never
never got.
I got one. Did you ever get one, Todd? Guys?
I got one.
I got one time because I was stationed in Fort McClellan, Alabama, and which trains military police, right? And there was this girl. She was standing outside the PX, and I came out of the PX, and she asked me for a cigarette. So I got it figured out, and I handed it to her. That's all it was, just asking for a cigarette. I give her a cigarette. Well, her drill instructor seen this and walked over to her and got on her for talking to me. Well, she threw me right under the bus. Oh no, he came out and hitting on me. He was out here hitting on me. I'm like, she asked me for a cigarette, dude. I gave her a cigarette. That's all I did, And I ended up getting Article 16 of it.
And
Yeah,
she
that's
threw it right under the.
yeah, that's
Right.
stupid. I mean, I could have gone one for underage drinking multiple times, but luckily, no one at the bowling alley on base gave a fuck, and the cashier woman and bartender had a thing for one of my buddies, so she would literally we'd go and be like, how much was that with the beer and the game? And we were all underage. And she's like, oh, shit, your things got deleted accidentally. Oh, well. We're like, oh, God. She had a thing for my buddy. We didn't pay for half of anything we did there.
I got lucky because I went up for beating up a NCO.
Don't ask,
But
don't tell, right?
luckily- But luckily, I had a colonel that was awesome. And the colonel asked me, he said, did you get in a fight with this man? Sir, yes, sir. Did you kick his ass? Sir, yes, sir. Then I ain't got a problem, he said. He said, as long as you won. He said, if you'd have lost, your ass would have been in trouble. He said, but as long as you won, he said, you know what? I don't give a fuck.
Then honesty, just saying, yeah, I fucking hit him. I fucking beat the shit out of him. And it's like, all right, cool, whatever.
And that's what the
Good
colonel
leader.
said. He said, did you whoop his ass? Yeah, I whooped his ass. All right. He said, if you got to beat. He said, I don't care if 3 guys jump you. If you win, you win. If you lose,
For a
let
lot
me-
of reasons, because the corporal, the NCO, can't be showed up and then get protected by the officer. So
Yeah. All right, Joey, here's a history question you better know.
there you go, Joseph.
If you don't get this one right, we're going to contact the college you went to and get back some of that money. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What Roman governor tried Christ?
Oh, that was a fun.
Easy.
All right. I was going to say, Joey, if you got that one wrong, we got to go back and get some money out of that college of yours.
Yeah, Cambridge is going to owe some money back.
All right. Here's a good one. Whose moral of the story was don't count your chickens before they're hatched?
Who's moral?
Everybody. Is that everybody's?
Whose
Yeah,
moral
right.
story was "Don't
And that-
count your chickens"?
That's an old proverb. So
Yeah, I'm like, everyone says that, so I'm like, oh shit, but whose moral the story
Tribute.
was?
Tribute.
Oh, shit.
Well, if it's a specific name, I think that makes it harder. Is it just asking
yeah,
for like?
I guess that's what he's asking for. Is a specific name. It's just an old proverb.
Yeah, it's a specific name, but yeah, it's like everyone uses it, so it's like, oh shit, who actually said it though?
Yeah, that's me. I don't have any idea. I've got to think for a second.
Yeah, I mean, everybody in their
Confucius.
brother uses that
Hey,
phrase. Don't
Confucius
count
said
your
it.
chickens hatched.
I'll just say Confucius said it. I don't
It
have
wasn't
any idea.
Confucius. No.
Funny though.
Who knows? I mean,
Really, do you know?
who knows? Yeah,
I have no idea who said that, man.
Aesopes.
Aesop.
AESOP.
AESOPS.
Did you say I should have known that one, Ty Guy? Did you say I should know this one?
I thought you went to school with them.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You didn't walk to school with them uphill.
3,000 years ago. I'm not quite that old yet.
I thought you walked 20 miles uphill through the snow both ways to school with them.
I did do that.
All right, here is your that one was a hard one. Here's your science and nature. What planet did Mariner spacecraft explore?
That was I thought it explored two of them. I thought it was for Mercury and Venus. Is it just one?
Yeah, Explorer did one. Explorer 2 did 2.
You're asking for Mariner 10.
What we're asking was, what planet did Mariner spacecraft explore?
Oh, okay. I thought you said.
I thought you said
Mariner 10.
two planets.
No, what planet did the Mariner spacecraft explore?
I'm gonna say
Because
Venus.
Mariner 2 was after this one.
I'm gonna say Venus.
It was Venus.
Nice.
All right. Now you need to call either Tony, Tim, or Rick for this last question. This is sports and leisure.
Reggie Bush.
What sport?
Matt Leinhart.
What sport did John Wayne play at the University of Southern California?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
no way. He was on the football team. He was in the Hall of Fame, I think.
He was in the football team. That is correct. You got 3 out of 6 on a
Oh, I
pretty
thought
hard.
you were going to ask the position. I was like, oh, I think I even know this one.
That was a
I
tough
think I
card.
even know that.
That was a tough card. I challenge anybody because there are 3 out of 6.
The
on it.
John Wayne.
Was he like a fullback or something?
I
I have
think he
no
played.
idea.
I think he was fullback.
I was like, I remember the story from him, but yeah, I was like, I think he was like a fullback or halfback or some shit like that. It was like
John Wayne. John Wayne. John Wayne. John Wayne.
Love you guys. I gotta go.
Bye, Joey.
Have fun, Joey.
Talk to you. All right. See you later.
Joey, new video out tomorrow. Don't fuck it up.
All right, Hillbilly. Which one of these cards you want to show him up on?
Let's go number 3.
Number 3. Here we go. What was the nickname of Eva Durant de Perón of Argentina? Eva Durante de Perón of Argentina.
Oh, geez. What was Madonna made a movie about her?
Yep.
Oh, geez.
This is familiar too. I should know this too.
I know who it is, man. You asked me too quick. Say the name again.
What was the nickname of Eva Durante de Perón of Argentina?
I can't remember her name. I know who it is. I can't remember her name though.
All right. Does anybody remember her nickname?
I'm gonna guess Dorito. Or wait,
Evita
Dorito.
or something
How
like that. I
about
wanna say.
Porrito?
No, you guys are
Evita?
messing with the wrong part of her name.
Eva Steva.
Instead of Eva, it was Evita.
I just said that. Yeah.
Oh, Vita. Oh, fuck me. God damn it.
I knew it was something.
You knew that for real?
That was the name of the movie too.
Yeah,
Madonna's
Madonna did a movie named Evita.
Evita.
Exactly. That's why I was like, oh, this should be so easy.
Didn't Hillbilly say something like that?
No, he
Along
said
those
it. I
lines?
just was waiting for you guys to see if you knew. Hillbilly got it.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
All
You
right,
got it by
Hillbilly.
accident.
Yeah.
Here is a good one.
That was a good find.
Here's-
though.
Here's arts and entertainment. Joey would know this because he was back in this time. What 5 words starts Shakespeare's line ending with, and all the men and women merely players?
All the world is a stage.
All the world's a stage is correct.
Very good.
All right, here's your history question. Who killed Cleopatra in 30 BC?
Oh, geez. Who killed Cleopatra in 30 BC? Alexander the Great? I can't remember.
Now, it's kind of a trick question.
It was your next door neighbor. Come on now.
I have no idea, man.
My guess is herself.
And you would be right, Connor. Cleopatra killed Cleopatra.
I picked up on her.
She stabbed herself, right?
Yep. All right, here we go with your science and nature. What unit of measure was defined as 1/10,000,000th of the distance from the North Pole to the equator?
What? I'll say that again.
What unit of measurement was defined as 1/10,000,000th of the distance from the North Pole to the equator?
Oh,
You meant
man.
to say measurement. I know 2 people that say measurement, and the other one is a math teacher, so I can't even question it. And Ty Guy, now you're the second. What is with measurement?
Ty guy just can't read or pronounce shit.
No,
correctly.
it's measurement.
That's also part of
But
it.
is there a reason why you're saying it confidently?
He's slightly dyslexic, man. He got depressed about it.
Every-
He got depressed
Hey,
about it,
what
trying
do
to kill
you-
himself, man. He jumped behind the
Measurement.
bus. Yeah,
Damn it,
he's-
people! I'm an intelligent autistic guy. I shouldn't say that. I just got dinged.
Okay, now as far like
Cranny.
so you're measuring distance across the globe, and you're
Yeah,
going
you're
from,
measuring from the North Pole to the equator, and you say, you know what? We're going to do a measurement that is 1/10,000,000th of the distance.
that's like the minutes or the seconds, isn't it? That how they kind of like to go by the longitudes and the latitudes and the. So
No, it's
That's a
a
good
distant
question.
measurement.
What
It's
is
a
the
distant
unit of
measurement.
measurement? What is the unit of measurement? Could you give us that? Oh wait, that's what the question's asking. It's
That's
asking
Yeah,
what
what unit?
I thought the Navy guy. I thought the Navy guy would get this one too. I was like,
Dang.
I use
I-
this every day.
There we go. That's a good hint.
I don't know, buddy. I don't know.
You guessing first, Ben? I think I guessed first last time.
nah. I mean, to be honest, I'm not really sure what unit of measurement. I'm going to say 1/millionth of a. What was it? Sorry, 1/millionth of a what now? One more time, just the millionth part.
1/10,000,000th of the distance from the North Pole to the equator.
1/10 millionth. Jesus
10
Christ.
millionth.
That could be right.
Surely they don't have that many like lines of latitude. or
Metric.
lines of-
I don't know.
I just felt sorry for the
Here's-
son of
I
a bitch
think
who
my
walked it to
guess-
figure it out.
It's not. I think it's too big to be miles, or miles are too big, but feet are too small. And you use it every day, so but you don't use meters. You might use yards. I
Well,
can't.
it'd be standard, right?
Connor, I'll give you a better hint, Connor.
Okay.
In case you don't know, I live in Mexico City.
centimeters.
Kilometers.
You
No,
got it
kilometers
right
is
a
too
while
many.
ago, and you said it wasn't. It's a meter.
Meter.
Okay. Well, I said metric at first, but yeah, okay, meter. Okay.
Yeah, but come on, man. We don't use that
That's fair. That's fair.
Stupid metric stuff here.
Well, no, that's why I said I use it to try to help you
Yeah.
know that
No,
I'm
that's
in
a good
Mexico
one.
City.
I said metric. Jesus.
I'm
Yeah.
sick of that metric nonsense, man.
I was confident on yard. I should have just done the like flip in my head and been
Yeah.
like, oh wait, what do they use over there in Europe and I guess Mexico and everywhere actually? Why are we so different? We take
'Cause we're the
pride in
best,
being
man.
like,
Now,
yeah.
the reason we're so different is that they decided, especially around the 80s, when they lied to us in school and said, oh, everybody's going to the metric system. So now they can make cars where you need more than just one socket set. See, you can't just go with the standard, you have to go with the metric. And they
Make more
wasn't
money.
making enough money. So then they said,
Yeah.
you know what? We need to make a special tool for the oil
Always-
filter, a special
always-
tool. For
There was a good documentary kind of segment I saw a while ago going, why didn't the U.S. switch to it in the early 90s when they actually talked about going to metric? And then it was literally like, think of replacing every road sign in fucking America, how much that would fucking cost. And they were like, you know what? Screw that. Like, just the cost for road signs alone.
Well,
You know, like think of everything.
So extravagant. It was like fucking.
How are you going to drive your car, Ben? Because most cars do not have kilometers on it. It's just miles per hour.
I have a kilometer too. It's we have the dual gauge, kind of like where both are marked. But it was funny because they estimated how much an average cost of a street sign cost, and
Oh, yeah.
they tried to multiply it by the approximate number of street signs. It was like, oh, good lord!
But like, come on, guys. We were the first ones into space using the Imperial system. We conquered the world twice using the Imperial
well,
system.
we weren't the first ones into space, but we were the first ones on the moon.
on the moon. Let's put it
Russia
that way.
got it.
Well, I will tell you though, the U.S. is not the brightest country in the world
No,
because the U.S. spent $7 million to make a pen that would write in space, and the Russians just said, "Fuck it, we're using a pencil."
That's a
You mean
great pen,
we're,
though, man.
we're not
we're not the smartest fucking country in the world. God damn it! No,
Our government will waste a lot of money.
That's a lie.
So Tyga, the driving was a good example with kilometers to miles per hour, but who here plays golf? That's where I'm most frustrated with.
Oh yeah,
because I want to do it by yards versus I don't even know. There's two different systems, and I can't watch like a tournament produced. Luckily, ESPN mainly does, and I don't watch that much golf. But that's really the only time I ever encounter it. And outside of your driving point, like.
Doesn't Tiger Woods golf still come in yards, or is it?
but
like
think
the-
about this, guys. The biggest reason why America needs to go to the metric system is your penis automatically gets bigger. Because, it's bigger in meters than it is in inches. So, I mean,
This is why they've held on.
At this point in time, I don't know hillbilly's whole lifestyle or situation. I'm gonna guess that only matters for Connor at this point in time in his life.
Yeah.
Be able to
All
brag
right.
about it. I'm guessing.
I'm comfortable with a long-term partner. I've expressed my way with my centimeters to land myself a hopeful. Knock on wood. I can only be tolerated so much of. I probably.
well, Connor, when you go to meet the next one, just like I always told everybody,
Which the
what nationality are you? Well, I'm half Welsh and half Hungarian. What's that make you? Well hung.
well, hang on. I gotta. Here's a good
Jesus
point.
Christ.
I could then date a girl in Europe or somewhere that uses that system, and I can accidentally say like 10, but not the rest of like inches or centimeters, and then I lost it. I had it for a second, but I lost it.
Yeah, don't say inches. You'll get laughed at in Europe probably.
They wouldn't know how to.
All right, Hillbilly, are you ready for your?
Jeff's like, all right, we've covered that topic.
We covered that topic. We beat it like a dead horse. Let's move on. All right, Hillbilly, you ready for sports and leisure?
Let's have it.
Who was the last Major League Baseball player to bat 400?
The last Major League Baseball player to bat 400.
If you remember in the 80s, George Brett almost had it, but he finished the year at 396.
Oh, goddamn 400. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's really was there like a minimum amount of games he had to play?
No, it was a full season.
Yeah, it's just pure at bat. I mean, like, God, 400. Damn.
Yeah, this guy was.
I'm
This
just
guy was
wondering if,
one
like,
of the
there was
greatest
a guy who
ball
got
players of all
after.
times.
There's like
You want to say the hit king, right?
Well, the problem is the hit king he played forever was his problem. Pete Rose played forever.
A long time, yeah.
This guy, I'll give you a hint. This guy played for the Boston Red Sox.
I don't know. You guys go ahead.
is
Played
it?
a long time ago, but he's still alive today.
Oh no, I was gonna guess the guy they called Home Run Jesus.
Yeah, I have no idea. You know, baseball, basketball are not my forte, but like that's when you just said 400.
Wait.
Damn. I was like, damn.
Didn't Babe Ruth play for Boston?
He's not alive.
Yeah, but he's not
he's
alive.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think, and he didn't bat 4. I don't think he batted
Yeah,
400.
he didn't bat 400. He did a lot of strikeouts and a lot of homers, and
See,
he
hang
either
on.
hit a home run or he got out. He wasn't much of a.
Yeah, 400 is kind of like
Is
your
this a
RBI
famous
runner
Red
on
Sox
base type
player,
of
or is
hitter
this
guy.
an obscure name?
Oh no, this is one of the most famous Red Sox player of all time.
Okay.
If you're a Red Sox fan, you know this guy and you idolize this guy. His name was Ted Williams.
Mm.
Like I said, he's an old guy, so you got to go way back. But
No clue. And Connor dropped out as soon as you said red. As soon as you said
You
red
pissed
over
me
white.
off.
As soon as you said red over white, Connor left. He's like,
You- Ted Williams offended him somehow. I don't know.
I
whether-
guess. All right, here's your last one. Here's a wild card. Here's an easy one for you, Hillbilly. What circle-shaped pasta did the Campbell Soup Company unleash on the world in 1965?
SpaghettiOs.
SpaghettiOs.
God damn! I had a mind fart, and I've never eaten that shit, but I knew what it was, and I still couldn't think of it. I was like, I've never eaten those. I've never once in my life had SpaghettiO. Thank God.
Gumby, and I see Grilling and Chilling with Tori and Kev is here. Here's the StreamYard. If you guys want to come in and
Yeah, please.
answer
I
a
don't
call, or you
want
just
to. The Ducks lost to UCLA. I don't want to deal with it.
Sorry about that.
Hey, fellas, I'm bouncing on out there. Good to meet you there, Connor. And as always, there, Ben and Jeff. Been a great evening. Y'all have a good one.
Hey, Hillbilly, thanks for coming. I won't be on the next 2 nights. There's other shows going. Tuesday night, remember, we're doing Jeopardy. It'll be a fun one.
All right, then. Yeah, I'll be ready.
Nice to meet you, Hillbilly.
All
Hey,
right,
Bill.
guys.
Hey, Hillbilly, slap that silly beaver next to you.
Hoorah, never dog.
All right, guys. We'll see y'all.
See ya. All right, Connor, which one of these cards would you like?
Let's go 4. Just go down.
Let's go 4. Here we go. People and places. What U.S. state pays its governor the most money?
Ooh.
Wow, that's a good question. Yeah.
Ooh.
What U.S. state pays their governor?
There's about
I feel like
4 good options right there.
I feel like randomly it's going to be a red state,
I did.
which you would think it would be a blue state.
Did
so
you
I'm
say
gonna
you
guess
don't want to deal with me, Ben?
Texas.
I will tell you, it is a blue state.
Oh,
Good job, Tori.
New York.
Hello.
New York is
Wait a
correct.
minute. We got to go
Okay,
in.
yeah, I was really New York or California. It was one of the two. Or
Just pretend
Illinois.
like I didn't say Texas,
God,
and I'll
Billy,
get
that
half a
cares.
point.
Hey, Tori.
Hi, baby.
Tori,
Oh, now the
put down the
rain's
alcohol. Put down the alcohol, Tori.
Hi, baby.
Okay, here you go, Connor.
Raining.
Let's go.
All of a sudden, start raining.
This is arts and entertainment. And remember, this was 1996.
I
What
would have been 4.
What songstress died before the release of her crossover album, Dreaming of You?
Ooh.
He said, "Ooh, dang!
No,
I bet I could pass this off to either. I don't know. Famous in the
I'll
'90s,
tell you
died.
honestly, Connor.
Did she die young?
Died or murdered? Died or murdered?
Oh, Kurt Cobain's.
No, her.
I could have had 100 guesses and
I know. I
wouldn't
said
have.
Kurt Cobain's. What? Courtney. Courtney. Is that not it?
No,
No,
it's
it's
not
not
Courtney
Courtney.
Love. Courtney Love is still alive. Was she killed or murder or suicide? Because I'm gonna go with Selena.
Okay, that's who it was. I have no idea. I don't even know who she is.
Selena.
that's a
She's a
spoiler
famous
for the show.
Mexican. She's a famous Mexican singer. Come on, she was murdered in 1992.
Hey, I don't see her running around in a mariachi suit singing, so I don't know her.
Well,
My
you can
girl
thank,
watches that
you can thank
show.
that
That's a
little
spoiler. I heard it was good.
brown guy on my photo for taking me to the Selena Museum in Corpus Christi, Texas.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, no more spoilers. I heard it's a good show. My girl said it's. Well, she fucks with it, but that probably means it's not a good show.
All right, Connor, here's your history question. What year did the Dow Jones Industrial Average break both the 4,000 and 5,000 marks?
What year? And this came out in '96, so it can't be
this
after
came out in
'96.
96. Yep.
So sometime in the '80s would be my guess. I
Guess
feel like
later.
America was popping off in the '80s.
Guess later.
Later than the '80s?
Yeah.
The year I was born, 1992.
Go later.
Oh well, 95.
There you go.
I was going to say it had to be after the Gulf. It had to be after the Gulf War too, but the 80s was a good guess too. I was going to say maybe for the Gulf War shit. Who knew?
All right, Connor. Here's science and nature.
I don't think I have any of this round. No, I have one. The first one.
Yeah, you got New York. What rodents believed to have great teeth did ancient Romans often place live on the gums of a toothache sufferer?
Well, I want to say beaver.
Yeah, I was going to say, come on, Connor.
I got some great teeth.
So I guess, I'll leave it at that.
Nah, they didn't let the beavers on their teeth.
I'll jump at leeches.
A leech isn't really a rodent.
Well, no. Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, I forgot roaches. I was thinking it's just something you could put on someone's gums. Sorry, there's not a rodent. God damn it.
It's just like a rat or something.
It was mice.
Ugh.
Okay, that's close enough.
Wait, they put it on their gums for what reason?
They thought mice had good teeth, so they thought by setting a mouse on your freaking gums, it would help your toothache.
Well, it's better than beaver would suffocate the goddamn person.
That's like worse than bloodletting. Have y'all heard of that?
Yeah, bloodletting. That's why I was going with leeches for some reason. And then I was like, oh yeah, rodent. Fuck.
Well,
I mean,
the best rodent and
all
only
of them
cute
are going
rodent
for
is, in
bloodletting.
fact, a beaver.
Honest to God, people, be glad you wasn't born over 100 years ago because medicine has come a long way. I mean, you think we went far from a car to a plane to the ship. Medicine has made vast improvements.
Oh yeah,
and yet people still do bloodletting and shit like that. They still do that. I'm not saying it's bad even, but they still believe that's the cure all.
What civilized third world country is still doing that?
What does Ron White say? You can't fix stupid. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying there's not a benefit to a degree in some ways, but when you go, okay, instead of this, we're going to do this only. It's like, okay, no, okay, you guys are a little. You guys need to get some medicine, penicillin for fuck's sake.
Exactly. All right, Connor. Do you know much about the NHL?
I mean, a little.
All right, so you might get this one. Here's sports and leisure.
Wayne Gretzky.
Now, it's not a person, or it would be Gretzky. What NHL team's jersey sports a shoulder patch depicting a trumpet?
Nashville. Who are they? The Predators. Hang on, that's not my final guess though. Oh, you said yeah. Was that
No,
right?
I said yeah. No, I said yeah. They are the Predators. Not yeah. They
Okay.
were right.
A trumpet on the shoulder patch.
Yep. So think of what NHL team has to deal with music.
Yeah, so team specific. Like if it's based off the mascot, I mean the Blues is like a note.
There you go.
Oh,
St.
wow.
Louis Blues. Yep, it's the
Interesting.
Blues.
Oh, St. Louis Blues. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, Nashville that was a good guess on music. Thinking of music. Nashville.
Oh yeah, no, you went to Nashville. So you're going with country, but unfortunately, no, they're the Predators, so they don't.
Without your help, I would have probably narrowed it down to those two, and I might have gone Predators. So I don't know how much I feel good taking that.
All right, here's your wild card. What Scandinavian country fined a couple $750 in 1996 because they wanted to give their son an unpronounceable 43-letter name?
Well, I only have narrowed down to 3: Denmark, Sweden. What's the third? Wow, I just had a brain fart. Finland?
You had 3, and then you couldn't remember the third.
Yeah.
I got it down to 1 to 3, but I only know the 2.
It's Denmark, Sweden, and Finland, I think. But I think it's I just guessing, and I have Danish ancestry, so I guess I'll go with Denmark.
You're right. It is Sweden.
Let's go.
No, it's Sweden. You're the one you were thinking of. You were trying to think of Norway also.
Yeah.
Oh. What was the answer? Sweden?
It was Sweden. Yeah. You had it down to 1 to 3.
Surprising. Not surprising. Denmark is a good answer because I worked for a Danish company for 11 and a half years, and they have some very particular names over there.
Connor, you got 2 out of 6. You definitely got 2 out of 6 on that one. Good job.
So that's 4 out of 12, right? Yeah, I can do math.
Not bad for some of these questions.
What's up there, Tori?
Hi, honey.
How are you doing tonight?
Tori's going to get 6 out of
We
6.
just got soaked.
Uh-oh.
Woo.
Got smoked out there, huh?
It was raining.
It better not be raining. It better not be raining next month when I get there.
Oh, shush up, Ben. You said I couldn't be drinking. Hide the cooler from me.
I did. I was like,
Ben,
please hide the alcohol from Tori.
Hey, Ben. Fuck you.
Hey, Tori, I'm Connor. Hey, I have a fun game. You're going to pick my school based off what I'm about to say. It would make for the most epic mascot battle with your school that is on your shirt.
Oh, God.
You see this? Read it,
Yeah.
baby.
So it's a joke. It's a sexual joke is the play on words. Do you know who I support my team is based off those hints?
Oregon State.
The Beavers. Yeah. The Beavs and Cox. How epic would that be?
That'd be phenomenal. That would be a phenomenal headliner.
I mean, the most epic.
I'll tell you what.
It might happen in baseball.
I'm betting if you guys played in a game, somebody would take a beating.
Well, I guess it would be us.
Somebody's taking a beating in that game.
Well, anyways, I'm
Cock would beat your beaver.
I don't know. His beaver might swallow your cock.
Wow.
Because my
so
rooster be right on his ass.
Good God. And this show just got demonetized.
Brought to you by Trojan. A bowl game brought to you by Trojan.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, absolutely. That would be the greatest thing ever. If that game was sponsored by Trojans. That'd be the greatest thing ever.
The halftime show would be sponsored by the Morning After pill.
Oh God. I think both universities would actually die for that because they would be like, that's the funniest shit ever. I mean, no university president could not go for that and not laugh. Like, they couldn't. I mean, no way.
Well, like I said, it almost happened in baseball. I feel like that's the better chance unless we get paired up in like the Vegas Bowl next year.
Can I be the announcer? So just one time I can say the Cox are going deep into Beaver territory.
There's so many. We go around the room for like 2 hours right now.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But
This is what happens. This is what happens, Connor. This is what happens.
Well, she had a South Carolina shirt on. That's what I thought of. Also, my family
wait.
lives in Charleston.
The Beavers kept the Cox out of the end zone. There was no scoring on that play. The Cox
blocked
on that play. He was cock blocked.
Yeah. Holy spin on the word.
Oh my God! Even the announcers would be like,
they wouldn't be able to hold it together.
They would have to like censor themselves so much because they wouldn't be able to know. They'd be like, we can't say these things because it's going to get taken so wrong.
Hey Ben, fuck off. We bought lights today.
That's hilarious.
I'm sorry. Is the man of the house there?
Oh hell no, it's just me. Man, where's he at? He's here somewhere. Here he is.
He's somewhere.
He's somewhere. We just lost him a minute.
Sorry. Okay. Hey, Kevin, take control of this situation.
It's his turn for a cock beaver
It's all
announcer
yours.
joke.
Hey, he knows better.
All right, we got the mascot.
There. He/she.
We got the big cock going on here.
That's his name?
She actually has a beaver, not a cock.
She has a beaver. She's a beaver. All right, go Beavs.
Oh my God! On that play, the Beavers had a gaping hole on that play. If only
You're still thinking of it. Okay,
he
if we're
ran
gonna
deep
do this,
inside that hole.
Hey, the cocks just went deep.
Well-
Ben, by the way, you can't touch the cooler, babe.
Hey, Ty Guy, I got one better for you.
All right.
What his
Man.
name is?
Wait, you froze up on that.
we missed the punchline.
I said the number one wide receiver. You know what his first name is?
What?
Juice. He's a juicy
Juice.
cock.
See, cock.
Can we get Tori off the liquor for one night? No.
Hey Ben.
What?
Hey,
What do you want? What do you want?
Hey Ben, she tries to get me to liquor every night, but I get tired. I'm old.
Ben, fuck you.
Oh God, I can't wait to be lost in the swamp area with you and a drunk Tori.
In the Everglades at that.
I know. That's why I'm like, oh God, we're gonna die.
Hey Ben.
Hey, let's look at it this way. She'll talk to alligators that are eating us now, so that's a good thing.
Ben.
Are y'all going on one of them fan boats?
Yes, we're gonna set that up. We're gonna set that up. I need to send you guys that link, Tori and everyone. I need to send you guys that link for that place right near the town. That was pretty reasonable. Plus, again, we get to hug the gators afterwards. Kind of stupid, but it comes with it, so why not? Fuck it.
I'm a Gamecock fan. I will not hug a gator.
No,
you get to hug a goddamn gator. Get over it.
Ben's hugging
I
the
might
gator.
give him an elbow drop, but I'm not hugging his ass.
Okay, well, if you want to do that at the end, that'll be great footage. Like, fuck this thing. Ugh.
No, see, in private
Drugs.
conversation.
Hey, Ty Guy, would you ever hug a gator?
No,
No.
How many
not
but I
even
drugs
like
that.
you gotta
eating
get?
gator. I love eating gator after we beat the hell out of them.
Ben's afraid of gators too. We had that in a private conversation, but you know what? I think he's more afraid than I am. So you know what? He is going to be on that gator when I get done with him.
Hey,
I never said such things.
Hey, Ben.
Yes, you did. Tell the truth.
Ty Guy, y'all watch Swamp People, right?
Right?
Yeah, I've seen episodes.
They're talking about doing the Slob Olympics in Florida next year, and do y'all know Sea Dog?
Yeah.
Georgia Tech?
Is he the Georgia Tech guy? Yeah.
Yeah, well, he had a rod and reel with a damn chicken leg hanging off of it. at the Slob Olympics. I told him, don't bring that costume to fucking Florida because them Gators.
What are you
will
eating,
show
Ty
their ass up.
I'm eating one of them
Going
there
out.
triple leches cake.
You bitch.
He got him a milk cake.
You like you one of them triple leches cakes?
Oh, yeah, I like him.
That's all right. I'm gonna get me a pizza.
Fuck you. I want pizza.
Fuck you.
Now they get mad at me when I go into the store and I tell them that. I want one of them there triple leches cakes you guys are known for.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I love my Thai guy.
They're like, you eat leeches?
Now, Rooster, did you hear my joke earlier?
Oh shit.
I don't know. What'd you say?
I come to find out that pussy is like a university. You got to be accepted to get in. Usually to get in, you have to have money. And if you don't have money and you get in, they're like, oh, he's an athlete. So I mean, technically, isn't that about the same?
So that's like a Kardashian joke.
That's a Kardashian. There you go.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's
How come
stage
you
ready.
didn't do Jeopardy tonight?
We're doing it.
It was, well, we were in the middle
We're
of
doing
trivia.
it.
And
I
then
just
we,
finished my card. Means you're up.
we keep getting sidelined.
I will be doing Tuesday night. I will be doing a Jeopardy, and it won't be hard.
But I wanted Jeopardy tonight.
Well, the problem is it takes me an hour and a half to come up with a Jeopardy board, and nobody told me
not
they
my
wanted to play
problem you're
Jeopardy.
slow. It's not my problem you're slow.
Hey, I can't help it. I can only type with one finger.
I don't know. After the chaos of last night, I don't know if I can handle too much more chaos tonight.
All right. Do you want a card, Tori? I'll make sure it don't have Nixon on it.
Is Connor done with his?
No, I
Yes,
want all
yeah,
my
I did all
answers to be
6.
Nixon.
Oh, you're in. I'm going to give you America.
Okay.
America.
I'm going to do it. And all my answers are Nixon, just to let you know.
Here's a people question.
Wait a minute. Connor, that's your name?
Connor.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, miss.
I'm
Just call him Beaver.
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 Leave it to
Leave it to Beaver.
Just don't call me late for supper.
Exactly. All right, Tori.
Yes, sir.
Who is the fallen captain in Walt Whitman's poem, "Oh, Captain, My Captain"?
America. Don't look at me. Hell, I don't know. Yeah, do I look like a poetry
Is that the right
reader?
answer?
No. Captain America is a comic book. No.
Jesus Christ.
The author of the poem, "Oh Captain, My Captain." That was the question.
No, who is the fallen captain in Walt Whitman's poem, "Oh, Captain, My Captain"?
Captain.
And this guy wasn't a captain. He was actually a general. He was a 5-star general. He wasn't Nixon, but he was a president. Probably the most famous president.
Okay,
He
Tyler.
got shot in a theater. He got shot in a theater.
He got shot what?
He got
Okay,
shot
I
in
know.
a theater, in a Ford's theater.
You know this story.
By a specific individual.
He wore a hat about this big.
There it is.
He was there watching a play.
Oh shit! Was it? I was getting ready to say that. Was it Lincoln?
It was Lincoln.
Yeah,
I don't know how you got that. That was good.
Wow, very good. Pulled that out of nowhere. Yeah.
Captain of the automobile.
God damn it.
Good
All
on
right.
you.
You're on tonight. Here we go.
You should have said a car. I would have told you what it was.
Here's your entertainment question.
Insights into how your brain works.
And good luck, because this has 3 answers.
Oh Jesus hell!
What were the name of the 3 McGuire sisters who chartered big in the 1950s?
Larry, Daryl, and Daryl.
Larry,
That's
my
not
brother Daryl, and my other brother Daryl.
Very good.
That's not sisters.
Now, do you remember the McGuire sisters?
This, actually, that sounds really freaking
Larry
familiar.
McGuire, I think, is the only McGuire I know.
The only McGuire, you know. That's not true, Jerry. Show me the money.
Oh, very good.
Get
There's
Jerry
two.
McGuire in there.
There's two. I bet we can find a third even.
Lizzie?
There's Frank McGuire.
No, Lizzie was a Borden. She took an axe. She gave her 41. When she saw what she done, she gave her father 41.
Oh, Lizzie
know.
McGuire. That's a good call, Ben.
Yeah.
Disney show.
I don't know.
This one's a hard one, Tori. The three sisters were Christine, Dorothy, and Phyllis.
I had no clue.
Or they were all in the Wizard of Oz, right?
What?
Christine wasn't. Dorothy and Phyllis was. Phyllis was a witch.
I guess if you, yeah, I would just started guessing old people names. You could have gotten
If
Phyllis.
you would have said the bitch.
All right, here's your history question. What milestone figure did the average price of a single-family house top for the first time in 1984? So in 1984, what was the average price of a single-family house?
Hey, take a sip if you know. You know. Ben, did you hear him?
Yeah, I heard the question.
No, did you hear
Okay.
1984 though?
Repeat that.
Finish
Oh,
your drink.
yeah. The best football team ever. Best football team ever, baby.
BYU.
What milestone figure did the average price of a single-family house top for the first time in 1984?
Hey, look at me. You told me to shut up.
She's telling you to shut up, but give her the answer.
Your media rights there want her food back.
Well, the topping price on a single family home in 1980. Well, 84 would have been Reagan years, I think. So I was,
Yep, we'd had Reagan with Reaganomics.
What? About 90 to 100 Reagan, I guess. I don't know.
Oh,
50,000?
100 grand is right. Way to go, Rooster.
okay, I was gonna say about 85, 90.
She asked you for the answer. You gave her the answer, and she cut it in half. Give me the answer, honey. 100,000. Okay, it was 50.
Hey, that's normally what happens when I ask for my change after she goes to the store. I get it. It's supposed to be $20 back, and I end up with a 10. I don't know how that shit works.
Because he loves me.
Hey, hold on one second. All right, here's your next question. What West Coast city leads the U.S. in capita spending on cars each year?
Huh?
Ooh.
What West Coast city leads the U.S. in per capita spending on cars each year? So what West Coast city?
All included, maintenance, gas, car parts, buying of cars.
Is that insurance? Does that cover insurance too? Like repairs,
What the
all that stuff?
hell? I can't understand all you all at one time.
Well, with the restrictions that California has, it's got to be one of the California cities.
Yeah, one or two right there, and I gotta go.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem with your logic, Rooster. If you give her the right answer, she's going to say something else. So don't give her the right answer and then forget it.
Give her the other one.
It's a city in California because she's going to say it's Oregon.
It's either San Francisco, Los Angeles, or San Diego. You choose.
San Francisco.
It's the middle one.
L.A.
LA.
There you
Well,
go.
it was one of two for me.
You gotta think about
San Diego's probably a close third.
I said LA.
I heard LA.
I'll take half.
You said San Francisco first. So
Shut your face. Fuck you, Ben.
so aggressive tonight. So aggressive tonight.
Ben, you are well loved tonight. I can see that.
Hey, Ty Guy.
Yeah, fuck the Ducks.
Ty Guy, guess what? You haven't got to fuck you tonight because I love you.
Connor had to say fuck the duck because he said fuck the cock. He'd be like, wait.
I don't know
Yeah,
Connor
true.
yet because I can't tell him fuck you.
He's like, wait, I can't say that.
She said she can't tell if I'm like you.
All right, Tori.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Are
Ben.
We
you
talked
ready
about
for
my girlfriend
baseball?
earlier. I guess I'll show my face again.
Here's your baseball question.
I'll show my beautiful
Okay,
face
wait a
too.
minute. Let me see what Connor
Yeah,
looks
maybe
like.
we're an
I got my
Oregon shirt.
goggles on. Hold up. I can't see what you look like. Okay, there's Connor. Hi, Connor. Nice to meet you, hon.
I miss. Nice to meet you. There's Ben. Hey, I'm also wearing an Oregon shirt, but don't get it confused. It's just for the state of Oregon. I'm a Beaver fan. Fuck the Ducks.
Oh, well, I'm a Gamecocks fan.
My mom and dad live in
Okay, we already
Charleston.
had this conversation about an hour ago.
Do y'all live in? Are y'all from South Carolina?
I think
Oh,
And they froze.
we're frozen up.
You broke them.
Y'all froze. Are you guys from South Carolina?
He is. I'm not.
Well,
I'm from Maryland.
she's a crap.
Think about that. Think about that a minute, Connor. Would you really be a South Carolina fan if you didn't live there?
Yeah, no, this is true. I guess you'd have to have some sort of tie.
Yeah.
No,
And
we
even
live in-
still,
we live in Florida.
So you either live in South Carolina or you love Cox. I mean, it's got to be.
Okay, well, I love Cox.
I think
Who doesn't? Well, I mean, I'm from Oregon, but who doesn't love little ducks? Come on now. Who doesn't love little
Hey,
ducks? Come
hey
on
Ben.
no, they got puke green. They got yellow.
now.
They got every color under the
all
sun.
right, you nasty unkept beavers. All right,
Hey, Ben.
all right.
Ben, I was looking. We need a Virginia Tech fan, and we're gonna do a show. We can be the
Okay.
turducken. We can be the turducken show.
Christ.
Well, that's pretty good.
He's
Damn.
from South
Sam has to
South
also
Carolina.
agree to doing these things. I can't just do it all on my own. He has to agree to do it.
I must say, I mean, I'm from
We
Georgia.
could be the turducken college football show.
That's actually pretty genius.
It's good, but it's like, oh my god.
Ben's
also
just-
we could also do it on the cooking channels. So we could
Ben's
make
just
it-
butthurt. He's got to be in the middle of the what was that movie where they taped the mouth to the butts? It's a human caterpillar or whatever.
Human centipede.
What part?
Human centipede.
Human
Hey,
centipede.
Connor.
Centipede.
Connor.
That was a terrible fucking movie.
We are here at Turducken Stadium. They got them packed in really deep now, and
Good Lord.
Hey, Connor, you got to subscribe to my channel, sweetheart.
All right, we'll do. Is it Tori and Rooster or is it just Tori?
No, it's grilling and chilling
Grilling and chilling, like flipping up burgers.
with Tori and Kev. Yes.
But
Is it like a cooking?
unfortunately, Tori just gets drunk and nothing ever gets cooked.
Oh,
Hey,
it's a
you
cooking
know
show.
what,
Cool.
man? Fuck you. Double fuck you, motherfucker.
Well, hey, I like Bert Kreischer's cooking show. I'll add it to the list of cooking shows.
Do that, Connor. You know what? You seem like a sweetheart. Ben, fuck you. Double fuck you, Ben. You're getting fed
tomorrow's
with
recipe.
and the Florida
We're
Panthers.
now Beaver fans over Ducks.
Yes, I'm a Beaver fan.
Yeah. There we go. Fuck the
Go
Ducks.
Beavers!
Well, the Beavers
Don't
beat
do
the shit out of
quack.
the Beavers beat the shit out of the Gators, so that's all they care about.
That was a good win. It was a solid win over
It was a good win. It was a good win.
a blue
No,
blood.
seriously. I don't look, and then you got to subscribe to my husband's, and that's Twist. What the fuck is your channel?
I've seen Twisted Rooster's name before, so now I'm just connecting the two.
What's your channel again?
Who the hell are you?
Get out of here! Call the police! Oh, Twisted D again? Come on! Oh my god!
I should have been called Twisted Tea Cooking.
You mean Twisted and Twisted? Twisted
No,
Twig.
seriously.
Hey, all together we can be rolling cock and a duck fever.
Oh,
There
man.
you go.
Oh, man.
Wow. Yeah, out of all the
While we're grilling
programs,
and chilling.
Yeah. Seriously.
very good.
All right, where
I forgot we were playing
Ty
trivia.
Guy, take control of your show. Where were we?
Ty Guy, text Connor our channel because you're subscribed to me, right?
What?
If you tell me you're not,
What?
I'm gonna come across.
I am.
Fuck
He's
you up.
subbing right now quickly.
Wait a minute,
He's
Ty
in
Guy,
panic.
you're
He's in
subscribed
panic
to my
mode.
channel, right?
Yeah, he's
I'm
in
going
panic.
to get it. Yeah, I am.
Then send it to Connor.
Hey. Tag
Grilling and chilling.
Yeah.
Grilling and chilling with Tori and
I have a
Kat.
trivia question for you.
All right.
Do chicken and ducks have beavers?
What?
As in, do they have
No.
the female anatomy? They lay eggs. It's different.
Yeah. Did you hear his question, Ty Guy?
I did. It's not letting me get your link. Here we go.
I think I thought Ben was about to fall out over there. He's trying to figure out.
No. Sorry, I cracked open the window here, and it's storming like a motherfucker outside. I'm getting snow blown. I'm even just this little space. I'm getting snow blowing in my face.
Ben,
Where are
don't
you,
lie.
Ben?
You're pitching a duck's ass to figure out whether it had a beaver or not.
I'm
got him wound up.
I'm ignoring these two down here on that side. I'm just ignoring these.
Got him
drunk.
wound up.
Hey,
It's
Ben,
our own fault.
Ben, look at me.
I am, unfortunately.
Ben, where are you at right now where it's snowing?
I live in North Dakota.
Oh, my girlfriend is in Sioux Falls.
Yeah, I live in North Dakota. It's
Cold as fuck.
extremely fucking windy. It's windy as
Cold.
fuck. So
Cold as fuck.
it's not that bad. It's only like 23, but snow and but the wind up here is like same as South Dakota. It's just fucking it's like 30, 40 mile an hour winds, you know.
It went from 80 degrees to freaking 20 out here with fucking rain.
It is not 20 degrees.
It feels like 20.
I'm waiting on a call. I'm waiting on a call from Sam, and he's in Jordan right now. He just landed in
Tell
Jordan.
Sam
Like,
I said fuck you too.
Where in
sure he's
Florida? Where in Florida are y'all?
He's a music fucking genius, bitch.
Where in Florida are y'all?
What?
Hey, Ty Guy.
Ben, you're awful brave. I don't think if I was a gay guy, I'd want my man in Jordan.
Yeah.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Is that where all the gay
He ain't
people
getting
are at in Jordan?
In Jordan.
Yeah, there's like
Another man, Jordan.
There's a culture of like weird boy shit over there.
He'll be fine.
It's like accepted. That's like not talked about.
I need my last question. I only got 2 right.
What hairstyle did the movie 10 boost?
Braids or dreadlocks. Which one?
What's another name for it?
What?
What's another name for it?
I think I got a good guess.
Iowa grows a lot of this.
Oh, yeah.
Cornrows?
Cornrows?
Somebody said it in the background.
Cornrows. There you go.
Kevin be like,
I had
cornrows?
my hair done like that.
Don't ever do that. Don't ever.
I had my hair done
I
like
can
that.
almost do my hair like that now.
Oh, shut up.
I got a picture. I got a picture. My girl did it to mine. It's so funny. I put on aluminum foil over my teeth like a grill, and I pretended like I was a rapper. It was hilarious. If I do say so myself, humbly, I say.
had my hair done like the movie 10, and it looked really good. But I thought it was just a bunch of braids.
I had to laugh because I'm getting ready to go back to Iowa. and a couple of my friends, their team is doing really well. So when we were young, when our teams would do well, we would all get a mohawk. And my buddy says, you got to come back and you got to get a mohawk with us. And I said, that don't really work for me right now. And they're like, why? I said, because I got a patch in the back and then a dot. So it wouldn't be a mohawk. It'd look like a small eye.
A semicolon.
I said, I'm a little too bold to have a mohawk. It just don't look like a mohawk today.
Be like a semicolon.
I'm kind of Charlie Brown. I got like 3 hairs up here, if you can see.
Good Lord, Jeff, put the hat back on. Put the hat back on, Jeff. Put it back on. Thank you. Jesus.
And it sucks because being a jarhead, I just want hair right here, and the rest of it can go bald. You know, I'm just recon. You just put the hair there. You know, and
That is the one thing I'm so happy I've never gotten that from the Kevlar. I haven't gotten that like deep indentation of hair loss that you do from Kevlars. I really have not gotten it. I'm like,
You know what sucks?
Thank
Ty
you.
Guy and I are the same age. We were born the same year. Ty Guy's old.
It sucks for Ty Guy because you look about 5 to 10 years younger minimum.
Oh, wait till I grow my beard out. When I grow my beard out, seriously, everybody calls me Santa Claus.
He's like, fuck you, Connor. Fuck you.
Ben, did you say he was younger than me?
I never said, I didn't say anything. That's Connor. I never said anything. That's Connor.
Honestly, Tori, you said you were born the same year as me. I seriously thought you were born in 76.
Oh, thank you.
No, sir, I swear to God,
Yes.
I thought you were born. I thought you were born in 76, and I thought Rooster was born in 78. I seriously thought that.
He was born in 76, 1776.
I have no wrinkles. Look at this face.
She was born in 1776.
You know why I have wrinkles and you don't? I've been married to women.
I've been married to a cock.
Well,
Really?
it gets the wrinkles out.
A fucking cock, not a cock. A fucking
What am I missing? What am I missing right now? Because something's going on, and I'm missing something of hysteria right now.
You're missing why wrinkles happen.
I heard that, and I just heard "fuck you, fuck you, fuck you."
It's that cream that'll make them go away. If you use that cock cream, it'll go away.
Well, all we have to know is
it hardens up, and it just, you know.
All you have to know is Connor is the baby.
I'm
in 86. Yeah, he's the 90s baby, so he's definitely the baby of the group.
Who's the baby?
Hey.
You were born in 86.
86.
Hey, Tag guy.
Wait a minute. You were born in 86, Ben?
What? Oh, fuck you, Tori. Fuck you too. No.
My
Wait a minute. I missed
my daughter is my middle daughter is only 7 years younger than you.
My son is the same age.
Wow.
Hey, Tag
My
guy.
my
Is
oldest.
he going skunk ape hunting too?
What's up, Rooster?
If I,
Every time he wants to talk to me, he freezes.
Connor's the baby. Connor's
Are
the
we
baby.
just having a age of
Connor,
contact?
how old are you, honey?
I don't know. I just heard a
I'll
lot of
let you
cussing and age comparisons. So
What year were you born, Connor?
Well, they said 90s, so I'll let you guess from there. I mean,
he was born in the 90s.
You were born
Yeah.
in the 90s? What year?
yeah.
he said,
Guess. Just for shits and gigs.
I don't know how old he is, but I'm gonna
93.
guess. I'm gonna guess it has to deal
I
with
said 93.
Prince.
92.
92.
Yeah, he's younger than my daughter.
So you're 1 year older than my daughter.
My son
Yeah, I
was
have.
born in 89 and my daughter was born in 90.
I graduated high school in 92.
You know what's
There you
funny, Tori?
It was a good
I
year,
have-
right?
I
Yeah,
have
it
two daughters. I have two daughters born in 93.
Something happened.
Wait, so you got twins?
I
Or
got two daughters born in 93.
are they twins or no?
no,
That was
they're
a
not
bad
twins.
year.
No, they're not twins.
They're 5 months apart. And when I tell people that 5 months apart, that's impossible. Different moms.
Very,
people.
it's very
Oh.
Impossible to assume.
Oh, okay. I had to figure that one out.
It's very possible.
No, it's funny because everybody's like, "Oh, you got twins?" Nah, just a bad year. They're 5 months apart, and then they're always like, "Wait a minute, you can't have kids 5 months apart. A woman can't have kids 5 months apart, but I'm
All you
every
gotta
other
do is-
day."
Yeah, just tell them you're Mormon.
Yeah,
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I'm Mormon. I can have like 5 kids within 5
In
months.
5 months. You can have 5 kids in 5 months or more. Yeah, you can have up to 9 or 10 probably. 5 months if you want
Where
to.
in I'm fairly familiar with Florida. Where in Florida are y'all?
Fort Myers.
That's near Tampa, right?
Naples. No.
Yeah, south of Tampa. About 2 hours.
But Tampa's the next biggest city near y'all, or is there a closer big city?
You know where Naples and Captiva, Sanibel?
I heard of it. Yeah, I feel like if I recall
Connor is like looking up airline tickets right now to come see you guys.
It's more Naples,
there's good golf down there.
Marco Island, and Naples, and all that. That's where.
Oh
we're
yeah,
at.
that's a good spot. Yeah. Well, I like that
That's-
side. I like the ocean there.
Yeah.
Connor,
We're like
Connor,
we're
Connor,
like,
do you-
we're like 20 minutes from Naples.
Do you want to go? Do you want to go skunk ape hunting with us in the Everglades, Connor?
No, I'm good. I don't think I can
No, he's like, no, I'm good.
afford it. / also, but no, it sounds. I would.
I'm good.
I'm not going to say no to a new experience. That sounds fun as fuck, honestly.
While we're doing it, I'm all in for hunting
You
Bigfoot
haven't even
ape
confirmed
creature.
your
Like
dates
I'm
with
into it.
us.
So let's do it. Let's do it. Fuck it.
Ty guy, where's my last question at?
His
What was your last question?
I think sports is last for the 6, right?
was it?
Oh,
Your last question was, what hairstyle did the movie 10 boost?
Oh.
Post?
Oh,
So
You got 2 out of 6.
I got 3 out of 6, bitch.
No, because you took Rooster's answer and divided it in half.
the 50,000. Yeah.
Turn.
You went from 100,000 to 50,000 like that. It looked like my bank account after I got paid and my wife goes shopping.
Your wife's gonna beat you. Watch it, Ty
Wait,
guy.
no way. Ty Guy's still married to the same woman. He keeps on talking about having different wives.
Oh, not those ones. Not
He's
those
on
ones.
his 5th
No,
one.
Connor.
Not those
I've been
ones.
I've been married 5 times.
Remember, I was a corpsman. Do you remember the
5.
numerical value assigned to the spouse of an
Yeah.
active community member? It's
Tori,
So
Tori, here's the reason. You got to be married multiple times. Because women are like cars, and after a few years, you want the newer model.
5.
Yeah.
You've been married.
Well, yeah. After like 6 years, I mean, you got to get the newer model. I tell my wife, and my wife's hold on. My wife's right here. I tell her she's going to turn 40 this year, and I told her I'm going to trade her in for 220s, and she told me if I could handle 220s, she go right on ahead.
Hey, I've
Come
been
here,
married
Charlotte.
4.
This is the woman that puts up with me.
Let me see.
Hey
her.
again.
How in the hell
Hi,
did you
Carla.
do
Yeah, look at hey again.
Hi.
Hey,
A lot
hey.
of alcohol.
it? Hi,
That's why
Mrs.
I keep telling Sam that too. Sam's like, "Oh, you're into younger," and I'm like, "He's about to turn 30 in like a year," and I'm like,
Mrs.
"Well,
Hyde.
you hit a milestone."
This is Ty.
I
No,
know
like
how to
everything.
tell fuck you all the time.
She must be the Auburn
She does.
fan
Every
to
time she sees
balance
me,
out
fuck you.
the. She must be the Auburn fan that
Say
opposite
hi to
track.
Mrs. Hyde.
No.
No, you guys want to hear.
Drinker. That's why.
Here's the funny thing. Have you guys ever heard of Mafia Wars?
Oh yes.
It's like a phone app.
Okay, I played Mafia Wars.
Look, I'm Italian. My family is from Sicily. So let me tell you something about my family. My great grandpa invented the ivory cue ball. So pool is in my blood. So they're bad.
No, there was a game. There was a game on Facebook called Mafia Wars.
Yep.
And in 2010, I started playing Mafia Wars. And Carla was in my family in Mafia Wars, and she hated me.
What?
She hated me to death. And 2 years later, we started dating and got married. all because of a Facebook game.
Damn.
She
And
was
then
in
she-
Mexico City. I was in Iowa. I mean, that's how we met, playing Mafia Wars.
Then she had to get exposed to Alabama football, and
Yeah.
since then.
Well, I was a widow. And we were at a bar, and I told him, his friend, 3 times. He kept asking me, or his friend kept asking me, or wait a minute.
She can't even remember. She can't even remember.
His friend kept saying that he wanted to take me out to dinner. I said no 3 times. He does not have a chance.
No, wait a
What?
minute. Let me change that. That is not what he
Ben,
said.
Ben, can you get my
He
wife
did
off
not
the
say he wanted to take you out to dinner. He said he'd like to eat you out.
No. 3 times.
Oh, this guy wants to eat
I
your
said 3
beaver.
times. He
This
does
guy
not
eat
have
your
a
beaver.
chance. And guess what, Nightmare?
Christ.
All right, whose turn is it? I'm gonna do one more card.
Yeah, Connor's dying. Connor's dying over here.
Ben, you're up,
All right.
and then I'll go. And then
Give it to Connor. Let him make it his
All
mind.
right, Connor.
I don't want to skip your turn, and then I'll go, and then I'll be out. I just
All right,
want to get
here's
back
what
to
we're
you.
going to do.
Come here, Candy.
Exploring with Ben. Ben, give me a card that you want.
The easiest one, America. Give me America.
Okay, here's what we're going to do.
America.
America.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to have fun.
America.
America.
Why can't we have fun?
Hope I
Where's
get
your
to have
wife
fun.
at?
Jesus.
Okay, here's 3 cards. They're all of them are America.
Okay.
I'm going to ask each of you a question.
Those cards are
Well,
not America.
We'll see who does better.
Oh God.
Those are cards.
Oh God.
Okay. Ben, here's your card.
I hate the shit.
This is people. What did cosmetic queen Josephine Esther Menser change her name to? What did cosmetic queen Josephine Esther Menser change her name to? I think Tori knows.
I'm not that
Yeah.
fabulous. I'm not that fabulous. So I actually I don't know.
You fabulous, bro.
All right.
I just have a
Connor,
good,
do you know? Connor, do you know?
I just have a good beer.
I'm gonna just guess and say that she, in fact, did not change her name. It's a trick question.
She did change her name. Tori, do you know what her
Oh,
name is?
That's the daughter.
Nice try though.
Tori got the point
always
on that
worth a try.
question.
Nice try though. With that touch, like didn't change the name. Nice try though.
Here we go, Connor. Your question.
All right.
Who said in 1991 to see and find baby toys at Playboy Mansion West is so delicious?
I'm gonna guess.
Who said
I'm
in
blanking
91?
on his name. Hugh Hefner is his name, right?
Hugh Hefner. You got that point.
All right. Then I was thinking the next couple playgirls after that. I was like, okay, some of the
All
top.
right.
Has he
Tori.
passed away yet?
Yes.
I know that's a rude thing to ask.
Yeah,
Like
he's
the way I
He-
did. but
He's like 10
He's
years,
old as
like 7, 8
fuck.
years now. He's been dead.
Yeah, I know. He's come and gone.
Yeah.
All right, Tori. What was Ray Charles' last name?
Ooh.
Hey, did you ever see Ray Charles's last ex-wife?
Neither did he.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
God.
so stupid. Wow.
I
You
don't
know, those are underrated jokes.
Those are so underrated. They're so
They're like
stupid.
the borderline dad jokes, but they're actually witty and clever. It's like I initially want to cringe, but I'm getting old enough to. It's not even a dad joke. It's a great joke, honestly.
Well, Connor, I had to go to a Catholic school for a little time.
I had to go until 2008.
And
the recession hit, and I went to my dad. I wasn't doing good. I was a freshman in high school. I was like, Dad, I know you're doing a hard time on money, and I'm not excelling in private school. So just put me in the public school.
Yeah, no, I had to come home, and my dad got a letter from the school one day.
Is this a real story? This doesn't sound real. It sounds like a joke.
And I told my dad, I said, I got in trouble. And my dad said, well, what happened? I said, well, we were having lunch. And I walked up, and there's this big bowl of apples. And it says, take only one apple, God is watching. So I took my apple, and I got my food. And at the other end, there was this big bowl of cookies. And I made a note that says, take as many as you want. God's watching the apples.
There you go. See, if that was 2 seconds short. No, that's the problem with the new structure of comedy is this short form, like immediate, you need the answer. So people get impatient. You can't probably make that joke to somebody much younger than me because they're going to be like, they'll lose the train of thought before you get halfway through the story. Which is unfortunate. Don't get me wrong.
Which is all good and well, but we're buying time for Tori when she needs to just answer the goddamn fucking
I forgot
question.
we even had a
Now,
question.
she didn't know this. Ben, do you know what Ray Charles' last name was?
Charles.
I'm just gonna go with like a simple thing like Jackson or something.
Johnson is my guess.
It wasn't Johnson.
That was the other
Connor,
one.
you say
Robinson?
Johnson.
Tori came back around, and it was Robinson.
Oh, yeah. See, I had Jackson and Johnson was my other one.
Ben, bite my balls.
Wait, so she has 2 and I have 1 during that game. Do we keep going or does she win?
Oh no, there's 6 questions, so there's going to be 18 total. All right, Ben, here's your question.
Round robin.
Oh God.
What TV show has often been called "A Black Father Knows Best"?
Oh fuck! This could be a couple of them. Well, I don't want to. I would say the Cosby Show, but that would be rude. I don't want to do that. Family Matters. I don't know.
Who don't you want to say?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
It's Cosby.
Okay, that would be rude.
Isn't he about to get out again? Isn't he about to get out too?
He's out.
Is he out? Is he out?
Wait, no. I heard he's on tour. I heard he's already promoting a tour.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
The arrogance. People will go.
God.
Too. It's so funny.
Oh God.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
His arrogance to do that. It's like it's similar, but in a different vein as OJ.
You know what though?
Like
I
OJ
really
on
applaud OJ though. OJ is still out there every day on the golf courses looking for the killer.
The juice is still loose.
But now
You gotta
Cosby's
give it
still going to be out there at the bar looking for his next victim.
I thought he was breaking in hotels.
No, different. They're both bad. I'm saying we got to keep Cosby in jail.
He's trying to give the ladies a little pudding pop.
So bad.
Get a little pudding pop.
I appreciate
A little pudding pop.
All right, Connor. Here's your question. What musical instrument was called a Telecaster by Leo Fender in 1950?
What the hell?
Ben's hoping that Connor and Tori don't know this because I know he knows it.
Whose turn is it? I thought it was.
It's yours, Connor.
Oh. Hey, one more time. I think I actually.
I already guessed the rapist and I got it correct. So.
What musical instrument was called a Telecaster by Leo Fender in 1950?
It's gonna end in phone. It's like xylophone or something.
No.
Keyboard.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. Tori, do you know
Guitar,
what kind?
bass,
It is not a bass.
Electric.
acoustic.
Ben, tell him what it is.
He gave it to you in the name. It was the Fender electric Telecaster guitar.
All right. Well, I don't know guitars like that, dude. You got three.
He gave it to you. It was 2 words in the same question.
You got
And I even went like this. I'm like,
your face because you knew.
hard.
And like,
All right, Tori, are you ready for your
I don't
question?
even like Fenders, but yeah, it's a Telecaster. Yeah, it's a very classic style guitar.
yo, Ben, you should switch to the.
He went to a state school.
Hey, quit smoking freaking cigarettes, Ben.
Chew tobacco like a real man,
Oh, go fuck yourself.
and don't spit.
Nicotine.
I don't like to
Don't
put
spit.
and pop in my mouth like that.
Don't be spitting.
Well, the Corey's got is not better than what you got. So,
Connor?
Okay. All right.
Connor, you need to go to Copenhagen.
no, that's
Copenhagen, you can see it in my smile. Copenhagen, it'll drive the country
Hey,
girl
Tiger,
wild.
are you old enough where your MREs had cigarettes in them?
Oh yeah.
Whoa, cool. That's sick.
Now here's a question for you, Connor. Do you know why God created the belly button?
It's a joke question, so I already picked up on the tonality. No, I don't have any funny response.
It's a place to put your chew on the way down.
Oh, Jesus God.
Oh, another
So nasty.
another good one would be
Oh my
a
God.
semen receptacle for a single dude.
Like, oh my God.
I used the appropriate term. I said semen receptacle. It's where you keep it for later.
Why am I here? Why do I do this?
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
we're playing trivia, Ben. That's why.
Sorry, are you ready for your trivia?
I'm ready.
I love this channel because we never get off topic. Here we go.
No, definitely
Never,
keep that
never.
in. Keep it in. Keep it in.
What's the name of Whoopi Goldberg's character on Star Trek: The Next Generation?
Whoopi
Shit,
Goldberg
wait,
was in
that's
And-
Star Trek.
And the correct answer isn't the next
That's
Chinese
hilarious.
balloon.
Damn, a burn. Wait, Whoopi Goldberg was really in Star Trek?
Yes,
She
she
Next
was.
Generation.
was. She was.
That's so stupid.
Oh my God.
She was.
She's the worst actress. I guess
Yeah.
she's a better actress than she is a TV personality / host or whatever she does.
Yeah, she was. She was actually in it. Yeah, she was.
If she was still an actress and didn't do what she did now, her
Shaniqua, I have no
It was not
why
Shaniqua.
Shaniqua, Tori? Jeez.
Yeah, I mean,
Jesus Christ, Shaniqua. That's even Connor's like, God damn, that's the most racist fucking name you can
No,
think of.
I'm from Atlanta.
damn Shaniqua.
We had
Carlo. I don't know.
Give
Yeah,
me more
at this point-
speed, Shaniqua.
is Shaniqua hotter or colder?
Give me more speed, Shaniqua.
Hang on, is Shaniqua hotter or colder? Are we getting warm with Shaniqua or are we getting colder?
Colder, I think. I don't remember what her name was.
You're on Pluto with Shaniqua.
All
Yeah,
right,
I
her
don't
name
know what her name was though.
I have no clue. I don't know.
I don't remember.
is Amy.
Amy.
Okay, you guys ain't gonna get this one. It's Guinan.
Yep, I knew
What
it.
the hell
Yeah.
you say?
What
Guinan.
did you call me and do it then?
You call me? All right,
Hey, what did
Ben.
you call me?
I just like how I went Shaniqua, Amy.
Shaniqua to Amy.
I have no clue.
They called her Blondie.
It sounded
All right.
like Shaniqua to me. Sinead.
Shanene.
Oh God.
Now watch me whip. Watch me shit nay
You
nay.
need to make that. You need to make that.
Now watch me whip. Watch me shit nay nay.
Speed up. Give us more speed, Shaniqua.
All right, here's a question nobody's going to get. Ben, we're going to start with you.
Yeah, I won't get it.
Here's a history question. What book saw Betty Friedan write, "It's easier to live through someone else than to become complete yourself"?
What?
Yeah.
Uh,
What
That's
book
actually
saw
pretty
Betty
deep.
Friedan
Can you
write
say that again, but more poignantly, please?
more poignantly? What book saw Betty Friedan write,
The quote.
"It is easier to live through someone else than to become complete yourself"?
Wow. Parents, some parents do that. Some parents do that.
The Notebook.
Which is
I know
sad.
this was 1993, but you would think it was written today.
Yeah,
I don't know, guess.
straight up, I'm not even gonna like try to even
Good
think
quote.
about it. I have no idea. To be
All
honest.
right,
Good
Connor
quote.
don't know. Tori, do you know?
The Notebook.
It was The Feminine Mystique.
Never heard of her.
Good job,
Yeah.
Tori. Good job.
All right, history, Connor. Are you ready?
Let's go. Wait, can I pick the era of history, please?
This one is easy.
Okay.
How many colors?
I don't believe you.
Yeah.
How many colors were offered in the first boxes of Crayola crayons?
Damn it, you're a jarhead. I was a corpsman, remember?
You
I
ate
didn't eat
crayons
those.
with us.
I didn't eat those. I was too smart for that. Somebody had to give you the charcoal to get the poison out of here.
That's right.
All right. 26, I think, if my memory serves me from
What was the question?
seeing the box. 26 colors.
Not even close. Tori,
We had colored pencils. We had more colors when I'm young, remember?
You had one of the boxes of 64. I know it. You was fancy.
We invented colors
the
since
first
you were
box.
alive.
First.
You
Hold on,
had
hold on.
black and
Tori
white.
goes
That was
first.
it. We invented colors.
That's right.
Tori knows this shit. She
Tori.
was around then.
How many
26 isn't
colors?
close?
Yeah, it ain't close. How many colors were offered in the first boxes of Crayola crayons?
Well, first, how old is the company?
It was back in the 50s.
Yeah.
50s? So maybe they only had like four. They had two colors, black and white. They had a black crayon and a white. Black and white
Brown.
TVs.
They had white, black, brown, and yellow to cover the four races.
Oh, right. I was thinking more just black and white TVs, but
Right.
Tori, how many colors were offered in the first
well, then
box?
thank God we got rid of the
Crayola
nickname
crayons?
Redskins.
8.
8 is correct. Good job, Tori.
I was gonna say
No.
I was gonna guess like 12, but yeah, okay, that makes more sense.
All
The
right,
first
Tori.
Wait, hang on. How many is Roy G. Biv? How many is the rainbow?
7.
So what was the extra color? White,
They exceeded expectations.
black.
Yeah, white. All right, Tori, here's your question. What Chief Justice report ruled that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone in killing JFK?
What was that?
What Chief Justice report ruled that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone in killing JFK? He made a report. Remember, whose report was it?
I don't
What
know.
was his title again?
He was Chief Justice.
I don't know.
Kevin Costner.
All right.
What was
Van,
Root-
still around?
Rooster had a guess.
Well, tell me, Rooster doesn't fucking matter. I'm sorry. I thought we were gonna get side rails for like 10 minutes ago.
No.
Was there a question?
Here's your question, Ben. This was Tori. She didn't know it.
All right.
What Chief Justice's report ruled that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone in killing JFK?
Oh, some douchebags.
Do I get partial credit for the Supreme Court justice?
All right, Connor, you know who it was.
I can't name any of the justices on the board of the Supreme Court in 1962 or whenever he.
All right,
got
when John F. Kennedy was assassinated, they did a trial, a little write-up, and it was called the Warren Commission, and Chief Justice Warren did the Warren report.
Oh, okay. No,
I
sounds
have
more-
no clue.
I'm not going to pretend like I know, but it
Yeah.
sounds like a name that exists.
Warren is familiar, but yeah, I was like, fuck, I don't know.
All right, Ben, let's see if you know this one.
I'm not.
What Minnesota highway was immortalized in a song titled by Duluth-born Bob Dylan?
Did you know I can't stand Bob Dylan?
I have a song for you.
Connor, you're a Bieber fan. I don't need to hear it from you right now.
Shelter from the Storm. That's not the song
God,
in title, but that's my favorite Bob Dylan song. You heard it, Ty Guy?
Yep.
It's a good one,
I'm
right?
sure. I'm sure I've heard it. I'm sure I've fucking heard it. I should probably know this.
What was the question, Ty Guy?
What Minnesota highway was immortalized in a song titled by Duluth-born Bob Dylan? Just throw a guess out, Ben.
Hey, Ty Guy, would you say Bob Dylan is the best songwriter of all time, or one of them at least?
He's one of them. I'll tell you who personally I think is the best singer of all time.
Not singer, because he couldn't sing worth a lick.
Yeah, that's why I don't like Bob Dylan.
But I'll tell you who I think is one of the best singers of all time, and he was also a great songwriter.
Can I
John
guess?
Fogerty
Oh, wow. I
from
was way out of
CCR.
left
That
field.
guy can sing. I mean, listen to his voice. He can sing anything.
Way out of left field, huh?
I'm
I'll have
sorry.
to. I'll
I'm
check
sorry.
it out.
Over Bob Dylan, give me Simon and Garfunkel. I'll take that shit all day long. over Bob Dylan.
I can't name enough songs to even have a guess.
I don't know what the highway is though. Yeah, I don't know what the specific highway name is or mentioned.
All right, Connor, do you know the highway?
He does.
No, I don't.
Tori, do you know what Minnesota highway was immortalized in a song titled by Duluth-born Bob Dylan?
Does Duluth? Is that a hint?
Now, he was just born in Duluth. Well, yeah, I mean, the highway's by Duluth.
Yeah, I was like, maybe that is a hint. Actually, I might have missed it. Ty Guy does that shit sometimes.
Well, I picked up on a couple of his hints.
Repeat that again.
What Minnesota highway was immortalized in a song title by Duluth-born Bob Dylan?
Hey, don't look at Rooster and ask him for help, Tori.
He's asleep.
The I-205.
Whatever Connor said.
It
I-205.
wasn't the I.
Whatever
It wasn't
Connor
a
said.
street. It was a highway, and it was Highway 61.
There you
Damn,
go.
I
That's
would've-
it.
Oh, okay.
You said 69?
No, because at 69, you got to turn around.
Oh, and then what do you do when you get back to the other side? You turn
I
around
don't know.
again?
I didn't know.
It's just a
it.
full
Yeah.
loop?
I don't
You
know.
know what's cool, though? The number 72. That's dinner for four.
You know what
You're going to have to give me a
is?
second.
Yeah, 68. You do me, I owe you one.
Wait. Why is 72 dinner for four? Oh. All right. You know what? Y'all gotta quit with the sexual innuendos and jokes.
You guys started with the beaver and cock thing.
Yeah, no, I got baby ears. Remember? I'm a
that's
youngin'.
right,
I
you
can't be
are,
hearing
baby.
this. I can't be hearing this. And Tori Rooster better be married, and friggin' Carla and Ty Guy better be married, and that's the only way you can have sex. Am I correct?
Would you say
Oh, yeah.
Tori and Rooster what?
Oh, yeah.
I made an assumption that y'all were married.
Tori's about to come.
I-
Tori's about to come after you right now.
Oh, yeah,
I
we're
never had premarital sex.
Yeah,
Ever.
I always
goes
slept
again.
with
Baby.
no, I always slept with married women.
Yeah, you said you went to Catholic school. Oh,
I only slept with married women. That way it wouldn't be premarital.
that's why I
Remember,
like you,
2
because
kids in 5
you like
months.
to laugh. We got to do more laughing on Mark's show.
Oh God.
I don't think Mark would let this fly.
Oh
I
no.
just don't
Fuck
think-
no.
Is he religious or what?
No offense, but
No.
Mark is boring.
I
Mark,
just
no.
don't think he wants to hear the Cocks and the Beavers going at it on the gridiron.
Yeah, Mark is very straight and narrow. I mean, but he's
No.
calmed down. He's calmed down a lot over the last even year and a half because he cut me off a couple times on the show. I'd come on and be like, "Yeah, I'm on the damn show." He'd be like, "Ah, you idiot," and he'd hang up. I'd be like, "Whoa,
Hey, Ty Guy, can I get your
way
opinion?
back when."
Sure.
What do you think about next year transitioning away from the LA schools? Ben, Larry, even maybe myself, or at least hopping on the show to for like a smoother transition for the Pac-12 show.
Oh, yeah. I think you guys would do an awesome job.
At the very least, I just want representation, so I'll call in more for the Beeve narrative. But like, there's Sergeant Pickles, Seattle. I'm sure there's more and more buffs every day.
Yeah, Sergeant Pickles was on here last night. He was on here last night.
Well, and think about this. Tony right now isn't, but Rick and Tim are doing a USC show. So, I mean, USC gets representation. So the Pac show
Yeah, no, it doesn't have any.
They're the only three that stood up and said, we'll do a Pac-12, and they do a good job.
Oh, they do a
But-
great job. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A transition year where we would be on with them to make
Yeah,
a
you
smooth.
need to bring in.
I have to continue to remind people. I have my notes. Who brought up a Pac-12 show idea?
Well, then that means you need to take it over from.
Well,
not take it over from them,
I
but-
still toot my horn because the CFB After Dark was my idea when I pitched to Mark. The Pac-12 was a little different. And I congratulate Tony. Tony does great with graphics. Tony is a master of graphics. He does great analytics. I don't like to look at that deep level analytics. Joey, maybe I shouldn't even say this on air. I mean, I'll save this after we go off air. I'm not going to talk about anything else on air about this. I won't talk
All right,
about it.
let's
Then
go to
just
the
make
next
it go off
question.
air. We already been.
Here we go, Connor.
All right.
Places. What state provides the setting?
I'm on 1%.
The pajama game and the Music Man.
I missed that. I was plugging in my phone before it died.
All right. What state provides the setting for both the pajama game and the Music Man?
What? No idea.
Yeah, same thing as me.
Is pajamas a hint as if it's like a sleepy place?
No.
Somewhere in the Midwest or the South is my
It is in
narrowing
the
it down.
Midwest.
It's Midwest?
Yep.
Kansas.
Nope. Tori, do you know?
Decent guess, though. Decent guess.
That was my initial. That was what popped in my head first.
Tori
You know
doesn't
what?
know.
Yes.
Alabama.
All right. Alabama's not quite in the Midwest.
That's
to give
not
you-
the Midwest.
I could've guessed. I have no clue.
I think that's not the Midwest.
Man, you be in the Big 12 right now, Ty guy.
Nebraska.
Where are you going to come and visit me at, Ben?
Iowa.
It's in Iowa. All right.
Well, Kansas, Nebraska, and Iowa, they're kind of almost the same. I mean, really. They're kind
You
of
got wheat, you got pigs, and you got corn. What else?
they're kind of the same. I mean, Jesus
You know
Christ.
what, Ben? Ben, next time you
About
get
12.
something wrong, I'm gonna laugh at your ass.
Tori, I didn't tell you Midwest. I didn't say Midwest and guess Alabama like you did.
All right,
You know what?
Tori, here's your question.
Fuck you, Ben.
Okay,
You know
what
I'm
water?
gonna pick Sam up and I'm gonna let you up. Bitch.
All right, what waterfront section of San Francisco is California's top tourist mecca after Disneyland?
Oh, I know this.
He's sound asleep.
I
What
bet
was
you
that?
don't. What
What?
waterfront section of San Francisco is California's top tourist mecca after Disneyland?
Oh, I think I know.
Yeah, I think I know this one.
Connor, text me and tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know.
All right, Ben, what do you think it is?
Well, you could go two places. One, San Francisco. Technically, the thing isn't, Anaheim, Disneyland, but you can go either just simply Alcatraz or generally Fisherman's Wharf. Fisherman's Wharf, I believe it is.
You're going with Fisherman's Wharf?
Nah, Alcatraz. It's waterfront.
All right,
Fisherman's Wharf.
Fisherman's
Pier
Wharf.
41.
Connor got it right.
Pier
I told
41.
you.
Fisherman's Wharf.
Fucker! God damn it! My
Go,
first
Connor.
instinct was
You had it, but you
God
didn't.
damn it.
He
Damn
had it. I tried to give it to him. He wouldn't take it.
Damn
You didn't
it!
take the bait.
I'm telling you.
Damn it!
All
Take
right,
the bread,
Oh,
Mr. Ducky.
I
Take
fucking
the bread,
knew it
Ducky.
too. I fucking knew it.
Ben.
bread.
Thank you for giving Connor the answer. Here we go,
God
Ben.
damn.
No, I
Well,
knew
it was
it.
like-
I
it was
knew it.
like- it
Well,
was
I
like
was
you-
going to guess Pier 41, but that's part of Fisherman's Wharf.
Yeah, I was like, no. I knew it too. God damn it. Well, it was like last night we had a question. It was like, in northern Washington, what is the sound that comes out of south of Seattle? I was like,
Oh,
Puget.
come on. You don't know that?
No, I knew it. Sergeant Pickles was like, motherfucker. He was like,
You didn't know it?
Yeah, I said Puget Sound. I'm like, yeah, Puget Sound.
No, he didn't know it, though.
No, he knew it, but he was like,
Oh,
it wasn't
okay.
his question. He was like, motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
God damn it, really?
Hey, Connor.
Is it my turn?
Now that you found me on Twitter, you'll have to start laughing at all the stuff I've been giving shit to the Big 12 fans.
Well, you should see my fucking dude. I've helped
Tony and I back and forth are doing, and the Ute fans are doing all of the defense for the fucking conference.
Well, Tony had a stalker. Did he tell you about his stalker?
Well, I've been on channels where they have like not Tony Altimore names, or
Yeah,
they use his image and NIL for lack of a better term.
That guy, I wrote to his company about 30 different times, leaving messages on different people about him. And oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Well, it's just funny that like the Big 12 Karen thing, like,
the
Big 12 Karen thing was hilarious. And it just goes to show you that like the Big 12 fans, for as obsessive as they've been, it's all, and I've said this so many times, but like it's a projection of their own insecurities for what happened a year ago. And so I don't fault them for being defensive, but like if they were honest themselves, they don't have, and I hate to give credit to Oregon, but an Oregon or a Washington or a Utah or a Colorado, even with Prime, like these are schools that are very much Power 5 and should be contenders in the coming years.
Right.
Colorado, maybe not, but Oregon State is even a small school that is very good under Jonathan Smith. So if we're just talking football, Pac-12 is as strong, if not stronger, without the LA schools than the Big 12 still.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You look at this last year, I agree with Connor. I mean, you look at it. Washington, 11 wins. Oregon, 10 wins. Oregon State, 10 wins. Utah, 10 wins with a conference
USC,
title.
10
Who
wins.
didn't win their bowl? Who did not win their bowl games?
UCLA.
The LA schools didn't win their bowl games.
Well, and if you look at the fandom in the Pac-12, the LA schools are the only schools that don't sell out the stadiums. If the Zona schools were good, they'd be selling out. ASU would sell out that stadium. They will next year under Dilly.
Sold out their stadium this last season. Even Arizona is not good.
Yeah,
I'll be the first to admit.
They're a lot better than they were, but they sold out their stadium.
I used to live in Phoenix area. I used to go to that Arizona State school for that eye candy. I used to go to the games and see some of that eye candy they have at the games, man. That's
the prettiest girls, and Arizona too. They both.
Well, I told people last year before last season started, I said the game at Arizona terrifies me because Arizona is not a terrible team. Their record says they're terrible, but they fight and they're going to get better.
You know who they are, man?
We silenced that. They sold out their stadium for the first time in like 4 years when we went there. And by halftime, we'd silenced that crowd. That crowd was like, fuck.
Arizona is
you guys
like,
don't understand it, though. The best women come from Tennessee.
Georgia.
No,
UGA.
Tennessee. Here's why.
I'm from the South. UGA's got them.
No, here's why Tennessee.
No.
Tennessee can't say no. All the girls are volunteers.
Okay, very good. But for real, it's Athens.
Ben almost choked.
I was literally about to spit. That's why I was like, I really took a sip and I thought fucking spewed. I was like, oh my God.
Ben, you should know better than to take a drink. I'm about to say something.
It was such a simple punchline. They're all volunteers. Like, oh my God.
He teased it up.
Sorry, Connor, man. I got all kinds of dumb jokes.
No, I love it.
Oh, God.
But I will say that I think it's still Athens.
Oh, no. Athens has some gorgeous. All right. Ben, are you ready for your question?
No, I'm not. I'm never ready for these.
What U.S. This is a good question. What U.S. general came in 5th in the first Olympic pentathlon?
The first, what was it? Olympic what?
Pentathlon.
Is that the one that Bruce Jenner did?
No. He was a decathlon.
What's a pentathlon then? 5 events?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, wait, hold on. That's what I was trying to figure out. I was like,
that doesn't exist anymore.
First U.S. general.
What would be the other 2 events?
A pentathlon is fencing, freestyle swimming, equestrian show jumping, pistol shooting, and cross-country running.
Very cool.
5 fucking sports that make a difference.
Of course,
I thought it was going to be like beaver skiing and cock riding, but no, I don't. I have no idea. The first.
Just
gen-
guess. Just guess.
Yeah,
a
just
famous
guess it.
general.
Powell.
It wasn't Powell. Connor, who do you think the general was? Think of a famous general.
Eisenhower.
It wasn't Eisenhower. Tori, think of a famous general.
Before he was president.
Now, this guy wasn't president.
Oh, that would have been. I wouldn't have said Eisenhower, but you didn't. I
Yeah, see,
added context to it.
See? Yeah.
Okay, Connor, who is your next general?
No, okay. I'll go further back in time. No, I don't. Chesty, Polar.
It wasn't Polar. Tori, do you know the general? Name
What
a
was the
famous general that they haven't.
What was the question?
What U.S. general came in 5th in the first Olympic pentathlon?
Wait, what about the guy who was the quarterback for the Cowboys, Roger Staubach?
He wasn't a general.
Yeah, which involved cock riding and beaver skinning.
Okay.
Was Staubach an officer?
Tori's like,
Yes.
what the fuck?
Yeah, because when you go to the
No, I'm
Naval
just trying
Academy,
to-
you're an
Oh yeah,
officer.
no shit. My bad. That was dumb of me.
Come on, Connor, you're in the Navy. You should know this.
Oh, wait, you said general though. That would be
No,
admiral.
I was talking about. You asked if Staubach was an officer. I'm like, God damn, he's in the Navy. He should know.
I know. My bad. Well, I thought
Okay,
you were talking about admiral, not general.
All right, guys. The general was Patton.
Oh wow, that was
it
my
was
next
Patton.
guess.
Oh, it
After,
was Patton.
after
God
Polar
damn
from
it.
famous Marine, General Patton would be next. Wait, was he Army or Marine?
Army.
He was Army.
All right, Connor. Who was the first NBA coach to head up an Olympic basketball squad?
Ooh, okay. Head coach of who? Sorry.
Who was the first NBA coach to head up an Olympic basketball squad?
NBA coach. Wow, I guess that doesn't happen very often, huh?
Nope.
Which is kind of odd to me. But I can only think of recent coaches right now. Wooden, just because I'm naming an old guy.
Wooden was college.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just say a new guy and go with Billy
Okay, this guy
Donovan.
coached- I'll give you a hint. This guy coached the Dream Team.
Oh shit! Not Coach K because he didn't coach in the NBA. He was an assistant coach for the Dream Team then.
No, he
Coach
was
K-
the head coach.
Oh, I
This
thought
guy
that-
was the head coach for the Dream Team.
Wow, I should know this. And Ben, you don't know this? Come on, we should know this.
I have a coach in mind, and Lily, I'm fucking.
Okay, I'm going to give you one more hint, and this is it. This is the last hint. In the NBA, he coached the Detroit Pistons.
Oh,
He
yeah,
coached the Bad Boys.
Jalen Rose was a bad boy.
Now, Jalen Rose was after.
Oh, okay. So before Jalen Rose, head coach of the Pistons, and also an Olympic head coach for the Dream Team.
Yeah, he coached the 1992 Olympic Dream Team.
The year I was born. Yeah,
Oh.
I don't know.
All right. Tori, do you know who coached the Dream Team? The NBA coach who coached the Dream Team.
Wait. I know.
Okay. Who do you think it is, Connor?
Phil Jackson.
It was not Phil Jackson.
I know.
Was that a good guess? He was an Olympic coach and an NBA head coach, right?
No, Phil Jackson, 1, never coached in the Olympics. 2, he never coached the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, I'm just throwing out names.
But I mean, he was a coach in that era, but
From the era, yeah, that's all I'm doing. 'Cause nobody else has a guess.
I don't have a guess.
Tori, you got a guess?
Chuck Day.
Chuck Daly. There you go, Tori.
Yeah, it's like I don't have a guess.
Rooster.
All right, Tori, here's your question. What U.S. city hosted the 1932 Summer Olympics?
Stop looking at Rooster. Tori.
Shut up, Mr. Ben and Sam.
This
Which-
was the first Olympics that Joey went to.
Wait, which Summer Olympics?
The 1932 Summer Olympics.
Wow.
Ooh.
Which cities even were big enough to host it? Would be a narrowing down.
Well, and 40 was in Berlin, right? I believe.
Yeah, there's
Germany.
that famous image of Hitler being pissed off at the
36.
black guy.
Jesse Owens. Yeah, Jesse Owens.
Okay, come on. You
Ben-
convinced everybody else. I
Then that was
wasn't convinced.
1936.
Have you ever seen the video of him tripping out on meth watching the?
Was that 36? Was that 36?
36 was in Berlin.
Was that 36?
Yeah.
That's not U.S. city.
Corey, this is
No,
the city in
32
the
is the
Southwest.
question. Ben.
I can't
32,
hear you because
32.
everybody else is talking. I want to hit.
This city is in the Southwest.
Oh, I know. Actually, I said that last time and I didn't get it, but
When you get done, you can watch in the Olympics. You could go to Disneyland.
oh,
It's not Alabama.
I would probably just say West Coast and not Southwest. But I guess geographically for the United
I would give you the initials, but you would say Louisiana.
States. There it is. Come on, Tori.
Come on, man, give me all the guesses and easy.
All right, even if Tori gets this, she doesn't get any points.
I don't know. I don't.
Yeah, you do. What is Louisiana's initials? Like on a map.
Just say it. The two letters.
Yeah. Louisiana.
What is the first letter in Louisiana and the last letter in Louisiana?
L.A.
There you go. It was Los Angeles.
Good
Good
shit.
job.
How did you get 1932? Wow. Oh my
Wow.
God.
I was like, just say the letters.
I forfeit.
I don't know how she gets these.
Tori
programs.
wins it all. Damn it.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben.
Oh,
LA?
Thank you, Ben. The
Oh
fucking-
my God. So off the rails.
All right, Ben, are you ready for your last question? Now we're down to the
No.
last question. These are all wild cards.
What's the
God,
score?
no, I'm not, but okay, sure, why not?
Is there a score and what is
I
Connor
don't think
and
we know.
Connor and Ben, you each have 2.
Yeah.
Tori has 5. So you guys got to get
We
all
gotta
these
get 4.
right before Tori wins.
Fair enough. That last one was worth
And I'll
4.
be honest with you,
Hey, that's only because I got the makeup question.
hey, I'm telling you right now, Tori's answered some of the hardest questions I've seen.
Like, not on this show? You mean previously or on this show? I didn't.
No,
I must have
because I
missed
got
something.
the makeup question.
Think about it. How many blondes would really know the first letter in Louisiana and the last letter in Louisiana? I mean, come on.
Well,
I've
hold
got
up.
less than 2 out of 10.
Tori
I
looks like
did- I
she could be
did-
my
I
aunt.
did-
So
I did
now we're
give her a
dissing
hint
my
that wasn't
family too.
Alabama.
First, fuck you.
I earned it.
We're broaching into.
Fuck you.
Tori looks like she could be my aunt, so now we're broaching into territory where I'm gonna have to defend her in her blondness.
Hey, Connor, you earned a fuck you.
I've earned a fuck you because you look like me. Am I that ugly? God damn.
You've earned a fuck you.
Damn.
Dang.
That's the cock
I
and the
guess
beaver.
I'm more of a strawberry blonde than a real blonde.
I am a real blonde.
Oh,
There it is. See, you
I'm
can be
a
my aunt.
blonde with gray hair.
oh God.
You started dying. My mom still dies.
But see-
hair blonde.
You guys today can't do like we used to be able to do. You know, we go up to a woman and ask, do the drapes match the carpet? And, you know, today women don't have carpet. They just got that little area rug.
Yeah, we like the area rug.
Yeah.
My generation and less.
Okay, now we're stepping into purple.
It's like interior
Back
design.
in my
you know?
day, Connor, you would pull
Interior
them down
design.
and an afro would pop out.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Ben
I
would
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Even in your
What's the
time, you
question?
would have been
What's the
slapped
question?
if you would have asked if the carpet matched
Ben,
the drape.
Ben would have no clue about that. Remember that.
What's the question, Jeff?
All right, here's your last question.
Hey,
What
Jeff.
city? Yeah,
Is it Jeff?
yeah.
Is it Jeff Webster or is that a different Jeff?
No,
That's a different
JW. No, JW is a different guy.
Rip,
Did he
rip,
pass?
rip,
Is that
rip,
the
rip.
gentleman who passed away? Rest
Yeah,
in peace?
JW
Rip Jeff.
passed away.
I don't
Rip
know why,
JW.
but I got y'all confused, and I hope you don't take offense to that. I think,
No, man, I love
Similar.
JW. I
You
really
share-
do.
yeah, you
Rip.
share similar tendencies and like personality traits.
You,
So,
you
hey,
want to know what's funny?
What's
Where
that?
I grew up. Okay, he always talked about Ames, Iowa. Iowa State.
Yeah, fuck the Cyclones.
lived-
They hate the Beavers right now.
I lived exactly in the middle of. He worked at Iowa State and he lived in Perry, Iowa. I lived in the middle, in the town in the middle of those two. So JW lived less than 10 minutes from where I grew
So
up.
he was the gentleman that took photos for the university for Iowa
Yeah.
State.
Yeah.
On the field and shit. Damn.
Iowa State and
That
Iowa
sucks
both.
that he did that up until he died. Like, good on
Yeah,
him.
he was the very dry, long-winded kind of talker guy, but he
Yeah.
was very intelligent.
I say this
Very
out of
intelligent.
love, but one of my favorite things. Tell me if y'all remember this. He would call in, and he was so old, he would fall asleep because Mark would talk for so long.
No. Also, Mark fell asleep
I love that.
when he started talking. Mark fell asleep also on the show, and I was like, "Did this just fucking happen? Like literally, like both of them fell asleep on the
I
same
remember
call?"
being in the
Like,
chat too,
holy
and nobody else
fuck.
caught on to it, and I was just dying laughing, and people thought that I was like being rude or something.
Oh no, I was fucking rolling. I was like,
I was out.
what the? Me and the better thing, Connor. You don't even know the better thing is when we were trying to figure out where Jeff went. I think Jeff was involved. Me and Traveling Fools and several other people were trying to figure out. We're like, man, where did Tag Guy go? Like we had Tiger Cat from Traveling Fools that goes on his show a lot. And we were literally about to buy him a Telegram stripper to send to a hospital room. And then we found out the next day that ad that we found where he was from like 3 years prior. And then he'd actually already been deceased. And we were like, we almost sent a Telegram stripper to just some
Are you
random
still
hospital
alive,
room.
Ty Guy?
Well, I'll be honest with you.
How close?
At the beginning of May, I'm going to have surgery. So if you guys want to send me a telegraph stripper, I'll be more than happy to.
Well, oh wait, no. You're going to be in the U.S. In Mexico, that's fine. They're a lot cheaper there.
How close were we doing that for George? Do you remember when George was gone for like 2 months? And we were like,
George
where
was
the
gone
fuck?
for so long. We were like, where the fuck is George?
He was
would
gone
call
for like
in every
2.5
show.
months. He was
Yeah.
gone for like 2.5 months.
And then he comes back and he's like, business. And I'm like, what, George? What business?
What business are you in the 2.5 months?
Yeah, you missed the Florida,
Everyone
Utah.
asked me 'cause I got this from his son. And I deleted his son's phone number and his address, and I didn't have his son's contact info because I was like, oh shit, where is fucking George? Because they sent me this Mike Velotti.
He was sending drugs. He was sending drugs through the mule.
Well, George is an alternate universe version of what could have happened to you, Ty Guy, huh?
Yeah.
And I mean that most lovingly. It happened to you.
George.
I don't mean that negatively. George is just such a character. Like,
You gotta love George. You gotta
George
fucking-
has a family. Could you picture George with his family, like little grandkids running around?
you gotta love fucking George. You gotta love George. You gotta love him. I mean,
He
he's
lives-
a character.
He lives in Oregon or Portland, I think. Is what last I heard from him.
Yeah, I think he's southeast Portland. I think. As I recall.
Well, I keep inviting him to a Beaver game.
I
He
think
won't
he's
get on the Beaver. It's funny because the Gators are my second favorite team. And
All right, guys.
I
Let's
try
do
to
the last question, then I'll go off the air, and then we can gab.
Give it to me.
What city's
Be my
second
gummy.
city? Okay, what city's second city comedy club gave birth to the careers of John Belushi, Bill Murray, and Joan Rivers?
Oh,
who's
no,
up first?
well, the immediate comedy club I'm thinking of is not correct because I think that started.
You just got to name the
Wait.
city.
City, yeah.
But you said second city. What is it?
Yeah.
No,
The name
no.
of the club.
What city's second city comedy club
That's the name of the club. It's called Second City.
gave birth to the careers of John Belushi, Bill Murray, and Joan Rivers?
Bill Murray is the hint.
Yeah, Bill Murray.
I should. Fuck me. I should know this one. I took that question a little too deep. That's why I was like, oh, comedy club name, shit. But cities. It's probably so simple, and I'm just overthinking it. I'm just gonna say New York.
No, that's where they did Saturday Night Live, and the nut.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that point there.
Who's up? Tori or myself?
Connor, what city was it?
Los Angeles.
All right, Tori, what city was it?
Damn it!
Yeah, that was my second
Oh,
guess.
I know. It's Midwest. Fuck. Isn't it Midwest?
Yeah. Hey, Tori, before you answer this question, where did the Bears play
Damn
in the
it.
NFL?
Chicago.
Oh, that's it, Tori. Way to go, Tori. I knew Tori would get it.
Los Angeles.
sounded-
Los Angeles was my second guess too, just because it's such a
I sounded too confident to say
You
LA,
did,
but
Connor. You just
Chicago.
LA.
good job, Tori. Good
Chicago
job.
was my second guess, but I was confident it was LA. Fuck.
Okay, here you go, Connor. You better get this one right.
What?
You better get this one right.
All right, lay it on me.
What
Hey,
historic?
it helps when you eat gummies.
Yeah,
Which kind of gummies?
the good gummies,
With the what's in them?
not THC.
You
but
don't get those in Florida.
they're
Nanobites.
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 Nana.
As in like nana, like I'm leaning
Nano.
towards psilocybin, like micro.
It's like Mork and Mindy. It's Nanu.
It says, and I got my medical card.
Is it from
Nice.
Colorado?
You know
go.
what, Tori? You know what's nice about here? I
Oregon.
don't need a medical card. I just got the cartel.
Fuck the cartel. I just get my shit if I want it or not.
Hey, y'all should see Oregon. You just walk into a store, it's like an Apple store. People come up to you with an iPad and they're like, what do you want to feel like? How do you want to feel euphoric? Do you want to relax? Do you want stress relief? Dude, I swear it's like an Apple store. Literally, like they're wearing matching Genius shirts, and it's become so such a trade that I mean it's pretty cool, honestly.
The last time I was in Houston, I think it was before I went to Paris. Ty guy, you'd like this too. Go to Houston. Just go to a shady liquor store area late night, like about an hour before they close. There will literally be like 20 different groups throughout the parking lot going, "You want grass? You want grass? Everyone who wants grass?" Like I'm like, man, you guys got to like spread out a little bit. You guys are kind of cool, clustering up your.
I'm guessing.
Ben, you do it all wrong though. You don't go an hour before
Ben
closing
doesn't
time.
do that though.
You go an hour after closing time, and then you can buy the grass, and then also put them in the truck, and they'll go to work for you.
Oh! Well, no.
One
These are
stop
those.
shop.
These are the wrong types of people that you're thinking of, Jeff. You're a racist now. Fucking racist.
All right, Connor,
All right,
are you
I'm
ready
up.
for your easy question?
Yep.
What historical event is shown on the back of a $2 bill?
Oh, shit.
Fuck.
Wow, I don't know, and I have a good guess, but I don't think my guess is good enough to be better than 50%. So let me think a sec.
Well, this won't be your answer, but what do you think your guess is, just to gauge?
The-
where
The Alamo?
yeah, keep guessing.
Oh my god.
Does it have to do with our independence?
It kind of does.
Kind of does. Is it marine shit, like with the bar in Pennsylvania or wherever it was?
Tun Tavern? No, it was to deal with our forefathers.
And it's a
And gi-
place, or it's
and give me-
depicting an event?
It's an event. It's our forefathers giving the
I
big.
think I know. I
fuck
think
you-
I know what it is now. I think I know.
Giving the
what it is.
big fuck you to England.
Oh, the Tea Party.
No,
No.
that wasn't our
That's a good
forefathers.
guess.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't our
It's a good
forefathers?
guess. It's a good guess.
All right. Next
All
up.
right, Tori, tell them what it is.
Oh god, it's
I.
Gettysburg.
No.
That wasn't a fuck you to England. That was a fuck you to ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a $2 bill in like 15 years. I'm gonna guess it's the signing of the Declaration.
There you go, Ben. Declaration.
That's a fuck you to England. Fuck you, England.
All right, Tori, your last question. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
What magazine sponsored an 1898 competition for the best design of a $3,000 home?
What dialect is magazine?
Wait a minute.
engager?
Repeat that. Wait a minute. Repeat it.
What magazine?
No, magazine.
Magazine.
You're saying magazine.
It's
Shut
magazine.
up, Connor.
Well, I'm just saying it's not measurement.
Tori, you be nice to our little brother, our little Beaver brothers.
Connor,
Yeah.
Connor, it's
Saying
spelled,
that because
it's
Oregon thinks they're
Hold
big
on.
brother, their big sister.
Connor, it's spelled M-A-G. That's mag. Magazine.
Yeah,
Okay.
mag. You say mag like mag, but when you say magazine, you're saying magazine.
Yeah, it's a magazine.
Okay,
No, it's a
Ty.
magazine.
I'm
Like
telling
MAGA.
you, he has to pronunciate better. Jeff
Connor,
fucks
No, I'm
up
just
all
wondering what
the
dialect
Connor.
that's from. That's not a
Connor.
southern thing.
When I was in third grade, I had to go to the principal's office because I was always getting 10 out of 10 on spelling. And I got a 9 out of 10 because the fucking teacher lied and said there is no R in washing machine. And I said, how the hell is it
Oh
pronounced
my-
washing machine if there is no R?
So this is the Midwest in you. Magazine, washing machine. This is Midwest, but you're
Yeah, it's Midwest.
so the southern Midwest
That
accent is
guy.
really throwing me through a loop right now.
Yeah.
Like, make up your mind. You southern or with roll
Yeah,
tide,
yeah,
or are you
yeah,
going to
you
be
know how many-
Iowa and say washing machine?
It's a washing machine.
Connor, I had so many arguments in Georgia with people about is it soda or is it pop?
Or
It's
no,
Coke.
in Georgia it's just Coke.
It's
'cause
Coke.
Atlanta is
No. I had these arguments with these people. I'm like, this is the dumbest argument I've ever had with
I just call it Coke.
two
I'm from
individuals in my
Atlanta.
life.
It's just
And
Coke
Do you know why? Do you know why they call it pop in the Midwest?
because, like, Pop and Mom.
No.
it's a
No.
warm feeling.
Do you know what it is, Ben?
No, it's
Oh,
gonna
I
be,
know, I know,
it's
I
gonna
know,
be
I know.
something
Okay.
very extreme.
I know when you
Go
the bottle
buy-
opener, when you
No.
pop the bottle opener, it pops.
No. Go buy a can of Coke tomorrow, Ben. Keep it in your car overnight when it's freezing, and that
It's a
fucker will
joke.
pop. No, seriously, your pop it'll pop open and blow all over. That's
yeah.
why they call it pop. Yeah,
Well,
no,
yeah, I
that's why
know,
they call it pop.
You said once you take it out of the freezer, I think it explodes when it's in the freezer for too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I told him to leave it in his car when it's freezing out. It'll pop in the
Oh,
car. and that's
okay.
why they call it
Yeah.
pop.
I always tell them it was pop, and they're like, no, it's soda. I'm like,
All right.
why are we having this conversation even? Like,
All
what the
right.
fuck?
Tori, do you got the answer to the last question?
There's
No,
also
I
people who
asked
call
you
it
to
cola.
repeat it, but everybody kept talking.
Okay, Tori, here's the question. What magazine sponsored the 1898 competition for the best design of a $3,000 home?
Do they bring up this magazine in Step Brothers,
No.
the movie?
What?
There's a Good Housekeeping is a magazine reference in Step Brothers with Will
Yeah,
Ferrell.
no, wasn't good.
No,
housekeeping.
it's not good housekeeping. It's oh my
Someone's alarm.
no. Is it Home Designer?
It is not Home Designer, but that is a very good
Good
guess.
guess. Good guess. Ben, you're
All
up.
right. Ben,
What
do
was,
you know?
what was the year?
1898.
Oh shit, that's why I got it wrong.
That's why I missed the year. I thought you said like 1983, and I was like, hold on, but
I'm just surprised to learn that there were magazines in 1898. I thought it was just only newspapers.
I think in 1898 was the first issue of Biggins.
Is that a magazine?
It's probably Time Magazine then.
that was
That's
in
a
Hugh
good guess,
Hefner.
Tori.
That
Now,
was,
Connor, wait a minute. You asked if that was a magazine. You never heard of Biggins?
No, I
I've
hadn't.
never heard of
I
it.
thought,
Okay,
I thought
well-
1893 was when Hugh Hefner was born.
Well, if you guys never heard of Biggins, then that means you guys never watched Married with Children because Al's
No.
favorite-
You go. I'm gonna tuck my hand in my pants and I'm gonna relax like Al Bundy.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I'm relaxing.
Hi,
I'm
guy.
relaxing like Al
Hey.
Bundy right now.
Hi, guy. Hey,
I'm
Jeff.
all
Could
comfort
you-
right now.
Could you, with a straight face, tell me that show holds up and is still a good show to watch in 2020?
Oh,
It's
fuck
fucking
yeah. I would
hysterical. It's
watch
fucking
it. I would watch
hysterical.
it 2030.
But you don't think that there's any bias in that and good memories associated with the show? I don't think it's a good show.
You know what? If you look back, neither was Sanford and Son and All in the Family and that. But you know what? I'd watch them again today and laugh my
Yeah.
ass.
I mean, you
Yeah,
look
that's
at-
fair.
you think about other classics. You think about other classics. They were like segregated, even though they were on at the same time. They were still like different rate, whatever. But Married with Children is fucking hysterical. My mom would get so pissed. She would get so pissed at me that I watched that shit.
The problem today is people can't laugh at themselves. And
I'll
tell everybody right now, I'm the biggest racist there is because I laugh at every fucking race there is.
I love laughing.
I'll tell you Italian jokes. I'll tell you Nick jokes. I'll tell you Scottish jokes. And I got all that nationalities. Think about it. My last name is Grimm. I'm a fucking Nazi from the Nazi country. So if I can't make fun of myself, who am I going to make fun of?
Does that show does it rely?
I liked Sanford and Sons. I liked Married with Children. I liked all them old damn shows. And you are not going to find any more best comedies out there nowadays than there was back then.
Well, I'll actually go one past y'all and say that, like, I have no problem with Green Acres. I think Green Acres is hilarious and is a better show.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just pointing out that I think the tropes and a lot of the comedic humor in the one with the big redheaded curly-haired lady that we were just talking about, the guy in his hands in his pants, I think a lot of that
Miss Seagal, come on.
Married with Children. I think a lot of that, like, with the wokeness, it certainly wouldn't fly today.
Oh, no.
Number one.
Well, one
flaw. Too many people are fucking prejudiced.
But no, think about this, though. Here's the problem.
I'm not arguing one side or the other. I just want to make that clear.
Connor, here's the thing. One of the greatest shows of all time teaches you something very, very bad. And it's probably one of the most wholesome shows everybody watched and everybody loves it.
What show is that?
It was the Andy Griffith Show.
Oh my God, yes.
Now, but think about this. What the Andy Griffith Show told us is everybody in the Andy Griffith Show was single. And the only guy married used to get drunk and lock himself up on the weekend. So it was telling us that marriage is not a good deal.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a pushback against that.
You even look back at the early Simpsons, like the early '90s Simpsons, like with Married with Children time, and a lot of people would find that to be very offensive nowadays. Like it's amazing, but yeah, Married with Children was just one of those.
So hang on, I have a realization.
Hysterical. Plus, remember, he scored 4 touchdowns in high school. Remember.
I think
but the magazine, I don't know. I don't know what the magazine.
Which is a realization, which is the writers of these shows that make fun of themselves and everybody are the most woke because they are being the most equal when it comes to their joke distribution.
Yeah.
Like,
who the hell is on here now?
That's crazy, and that's kind of the argument for comedians is they're the last line of defense because everybody's fair game. It's just comedy.
And here's the biggest problem. I'm going to say, hold on. I'm going to go offline a minute.